Hey y'all, hey y'all. Y'all, we might have some action. Okay. So, hold on, y'all. Y'all see I slicked my hair down for the occasion, okay? I didn't just go in there and put my leave-in conditioner, baby. I slicked this hair down for the occasion. I don't know, so don't go quote me. It's just one of my little friends told me we might get a big plea today. And I said, big plea? But she had air quotes on the big plea, which makes me think it might be thug. Then I'm on Twitter, and I just saw somebody say it's a private security firm at the courthouse, y'all. I might be getting excited for nothing. So don't y'all go out here talking about Millionaire Mel said nothing, okay? I'm sharing this with y'all because we friends, right? Hey, Kay. Are we friends? I thought we were friends in this chat. Can we put a 1 in the chat if we friends and y'all not gonna hold me accountable if nothing pops off? I'm just telling y'all, that's what my little friend said. And let me tell y'all about my little friend. My little friend told me something a couple weeks ago. And what she told me was true. Okay. So I trust my little friend. We all know things can change. But for now, I'm riding with my little friend. And we gonna see what pops off. Good morning, everybody. It's afternoon, actually. Sorry. So good afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm going to pull up. I don't know, y'all. I do not know what's about to happen. My guess is we're possibly getting another plea today. Maybe the plea that we've all been waiting for, more like we've all been waiting for, okay? It might. Okay, I know that's right, Kay. Oh, Miss Fabulous J, we putting up ones because I asked them, were we friends in the chat? And I asked that because I don't need nobody cursing at me or being mad at me if we don't get a plea today. But I'm telling y'all that one of my friends, baby, she said we might get the plea today, which leads me to believe it might be Thug. But at this point, it's just speculation. However, this friend told me something a couple weeks ago. And it was real true. She told me if it's more than time served and he walked today. I don't know, y'all, but let me tell y'all. Let me get back on here. So they said on Miss Sylvia Live, there's like heavy security at the courthouse.
Yeah, they're taking the gun off him before they go inside.
Heavy security.
Oh yeah, he's taking his gun. He's taking his
heavy security at the courthouse. And Miss Nosy Ren, let me go and follow you, Nosy Ren, because I thought I was. I see you on Twitter all the time. She went and looked it up. Hold up, y'all. Let me make sure y'all, let me put in focus. Private security. Who in their courthouse can pay for private security? Who in their courthouse can pay for private security, y'all? It could be somebody else in a different courtroom. You could be right. Is it finna be a riot? Y'all think a riot? No. I don't think a riot, guys. Okay, I think it might be for Thug. But this is all speculation. I'm going to say that a million times because don't y'all have me out here looking crazy. When she messaged me, I said, girl, I'm about to hop on YouTube because if something is about to pop off, I need to be with my friends. It's too much anticipation. It's his sister. Who is his sister, y'all? I did enjoy my trip. It was so much fun. The Come Home album coming soon. It was a young lady. Wait a minute. Are y'all saying, let me look at this again. Are y'all saying the security was with his sister? Let me look again. It's his sister in the white sweatshirt, y'all. No court time, y'all. Let me pull up the stream. I'm sorry. I'm over here talking to y'all. AF, NF is still saying stream starting soon. I don't know, y'all. It's just too much. I'm with y'all. It's too much anticipation. This is really on my nerves bad today. I'm like, should I go live? What should I do? Because I don't want to not be live because my TikTok is still acting so crazy, y'all. Slatty, I don't know. Thank you. Is it Danae? Thank you. Yes, that's the sister. Okay, y'all. I'm just popping on here on Twitter. I'm scrolling. And if I see something, okay, someone else said that Thug's record label is in the building as well. Hold on, y'all. Y'all know how Twitter is. When you like one thing, your timeline is filled with that. So my timeline is filled with Ari Lennox right now and what's going on with her labels. Let me see. Someone else is saying, I think Huey is taking a plea next. Now, a couple people sent me their like inmate search, and I did see a lot of charges have either been dismissed or is it nole? I don't know the other word. I can't remember. Court will start at 1. It's 1:30. It's 1:30. It's 1:30. We're not seeing anything. Why would Thug's court? Why would the label be there if he not finna walk out them doors, baby? Why would the label be there if he not finna walk out the doors? Oh, I saw Dora. I saw Dora post. Yes, okay. Yes, y'all. It's a lot of charges. It's y'all know Huey had damn near 30 charges. I'm exaggerating, but he had a lot of charges. And a lot of his charges, they were and I don't want to post it because y'all, you know how you're unfamiliar with something and you need to fully digest it. Yeah, that's me. I can't be on here talking to y'all, explaining it to y'all, and I'm lost. Y'all, hey Eva, I know, girl. Which post, Internet, did you not see? Yeah, Huey has a lot. Hey kid, good morning. Well, good afternoon, friend. Y'all, something is going on today, baby. Boys, Yak and Thug is money. Woo, Barchie, go on now. Y'all, okay, y'all. Okay, y'all. I got them. I gotta download them and send them to my MacBook, but I do have it. I do have it. I read it last night, and after so many people sent it and was kind of, I'm like, oh, I see what they're saying. You literally can see Shannon's as well. Shannon's as well. Hey, oh God, I don't know how to say this name. K Ida? Is it K Ida? Yak family is there as well. It's too much, y'all. This case is a mess. I don't know what you did, but you're in the algorithm. What algorithm am I in? Oh, first of all, let me thank you guys for an amazing stream yesterday. Yesterday was my most viewed video. By the time we got off the stream, I had over 28,000 views. So thank y'all so much for being here. What they say in church, you could be anywhere else in the world, but you chose to be with me yesterday. So I appreciate that. Oh, thank you, April. I hadn't done any research on it. Y'all, please excuse me too. I feel like I came back from Arizona with something. It could be this weather change. Yes, that is Baptist, baby. What they say, you could be anywhere else in the world, but you chose to be here with me. Can I get an amen? Hallelujah. Thank you. Thank you, Purple Paradox. We were on here a long time yesterday. My friends laugh, y'all. If I don't answer their phone, they say, oh, she's probably working. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate all the love you guys give me across all of my platforms. TikTok, YouTube. I'm starting to get more followers on my Instagram and my Twitter. I appreciate you guys. You don't have to be here. Y'all don't have to put up with me stopping and starting the lives, but y'all do. And I appreciate it. Hey, Erica. Hold up, Mel. Guess what I found out last night? What you find out, Too Pretty? It's a lot going on. Miss Fabulous J, it's too much going on today. I had a good time. I told you I'm at my happiest when I'm in front of this camera talking to y'all, and that's just how life is going for me right now. You guys have no idea how much y'all motivate me, how much y'all inspire me, how y'all just give me something to look forward to. I promise, y'all have no idea. It is a lot going on. Yes, 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 y'all. I am millionaire male. I thought about changing it, but it works, baby. I love it. Millionaire male on, let's see, on Barchi, you gonna have to stop. What is millionaire male on TikTok, YT, and let's say Twitter. I try not to be so random on Twitter, y'all, because I know Twitter's a place for thoughts. So sometimes I just don't want these intrusive thoughts to win on there, okay? I think, oh, TikTok, YouTube, and IG. So I don't want him to win because it got the best of me this morning. Mel, hold up. Let me see. They said I was being messy last night. Thank you, Megan. Y'all, Barty trying to get out the room as normal. Ooh, Neek, what? Hold on. Somebody. I missed it. Oh, thank you, Whitney. Oh God, Omari. We left that song in the past, baby. Don't bring it back. Don't bring that song back to this live. Yeah, I done missed it. I was trying to respond to the comment. Have you ever seen The Name of Father? It's about. No, I haven't seen that, unknown. Oh God, you know what, Chandra? Don't be messy, Chandra. Y'all, Chandra said, "Don't cry today, Mel," because y'all know, baby. Oh, Ash K, yes. Can you miss? I'll do that today while I'm here. Pretty. Why did I miss her comment? Hey, Angel. Hey, Crystal. Hold on, y'all. I'm late today. Y'all, I'm so sad. Ava, let me tell you something. Yesterday, Star sent me a voice message on Instagram. Y'all, I'm listening to the voice message like, girl, no. I told her, girl, this feels like I'm talking to my bestie. Okay. That's how I feel. When I look into this camera, I'm talking to y'all like we've been besties for years. That's how I feel. And I hope y'all feel it because that's how I feel about y'all. God damn it. Hey, Jade. Oh my God, y'all. Wait a minute. Miss Hudson. I know they're not walking in the live being messy. Can y'all please do me a favor and like the live? I'm trying to find some. My Instagram is Millionaire Male. It's everything on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube is Millionaire Male. Twitter is the only difference because y'all know Elon be hating on me. So he done suspended my account like 3 times. I don't even say nothing. But he done suspended my account. But it's Millionaire Male across everything. Please take a minute, click the X and like the live. Hi, Tasman. Thank you for being here. I don't think anything changed. I think it's simply they had no case from the start, and it's getting real ugly for them. Okay, y'all. I'm so sorry for this. I'm trying to catch up on comments. Oh, thank you, Camilla. Thank you for subscribing. Y'all, I'm almost at 6,000 subscribers. We're gonna have to do a separate live because y'all know I get on here and I'll get on my soapbox. We're gonna do another live about that, okay? Those apartments do have basements. Oh, Too Pretty, but I don't think she was stuck in a basement. Okay, I finally found Too Pretty comment. Okay, y'all, I might be almost caught up. Please like the live. Can someone please tell me where the likes are now? And let me put my handles back up. Lil Rod may not even want to plea. I mean, they'll probably end up dismissing it. The boy in jail for life right now anyway. My Twitter is Verdict Mail. 381. It's 900 people in here. What they say, liking is clapping. Hit the X and you just like the live, guys, please. It does help me get into the algorithm. I did see I'm at 6,000 subs. Hold on. God damn it. Let me get off here, y'all. Hold up, y'all. Doug Weinstein just updated. Oh, he just updated something 20 seconds ago. Okay, hold on. I gotta go see this, y'all. Hold up. YouTube. That's what it is. YouTube. Hold on just a fucking second. Lord, can I say that word? Oh, I'm sorry. Thank y'all. Oh my. Okay. Okay, y'all. I'm not going to do that today. But thank y'all so much. I'm not finna go on no soapbox because y'all know how I get up here. Y'all know. I can't stand y'all. I'm not finna go there. I'm not about to go there. Thank y'all. I'm not going there today, but I'm going to tell y'all this right here. I'm going to tell y'all this right here because I'm not finna go in here and start crying on y'all, okay? But let me just say this to y'all. God will always make room for your gifts, for your talents. He will make room, okay? He will make room. As someone who just, I'm going to say this every time, who felt so lost. My mom died last year. Y'all been lost, okay? And don't tell God I said this. But me and him still ain't, me and God still ain't, we still ain't on one accord. We not on one accord right now. But Big G, Big God, he keep telling me I haven't forgot about you. He keep telling me, girl, you playing with me, but I'm not playing about you. Like, he keep telling me that. So I'm going to tell y'all, God will not leave you. He will not forsake you. Y'all, when I started talking about this YSL trial, I promise I just started talking. Literally, my page just started picking up traction. All I did, this was the most consistent thing I have done in my life in the last year. Do y'all hear me? The most consistent thing. I get on here every day. I have not missed a day of talking to y'all. And it's been like 4 or 5 months. I have not missed a day. I'm here every day. I'm here every morning, y'all. When I'm telling y'all, 6 months ago, I couldn't even get out of bed most days. Okay? 6 months ago, I couldn't get out of my bed because I was so sad. I was so heartbroken. Like, I couldn't even get out of bed. I'm telling you, I'm still trying to be a better mother, a better friend, a better sister, a better person after losing my mama because my heart is broken. But I get up here every day. Y'all give me the strength to keep going. Like, when you feel like your life has no purpose, God has a really funny way of giving you purpose. Like, I hate that my purpose had to be found through this bullshit ass trial, but I'm gonna always thank Thug and everybody else because they helped me find community. You know, everything. This trial, it wasn't all bad, and I'm saying it not. I know these men are in jail, but I'm saying the connections these men, the eyes they have put on the justice system, everything wasn't all bad. Sometimes God takes you through to bring others through. Y'all feel what I'm saying? God will take you through something to bring others, okay? Pull them through something. I'm telling y'all. I sit back and I look at where God is taking me, y'all, and I feel like I don't even I don't doubt him anymore. I mean, like what God has, I mean, so, yeah, I'm literally just speechless because you are talking to a person. Again, y'all, I done lost a lot of shit over these last 3 years. I've been asking God, like, God, hey, like, what we doing? What are we doing here, God? I've been asking him that. And then he took my mama in the midst of me going through all of this, right? He took my mama. But hold on, let me see. I see y'all talking about Doug posted something. Let me see. But thank you. Thank y'all so much. Another day, another live. Another day, y'all, another live. We gonna talk about it because I don't wanna kill the mood up in here. Cause y'all know how I get. I don't want to kill. Hey, Star. I don't want to kill the mood up in here. Okay. But I do want to make sure that you guys know how thankful I am to have y'all. Like, I'm so thankful to have y'all. Let me find it, y'all. Doug did post on TikTok. I'm thankful to have y'all. I don't take you guys for granted. And I want to make sure that I always say that, because there will be no millionaire mail page anything without all of y'all. So let me see what Doug said. And thank y'all for everybody that supports me. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Nikki.
So this is
okay, y'all.
This is the fourth time I tried to record.
He said this is an emotional day, y'all.
Video. So maybe I'll get through it this time. Those of you who watched the court proceedings yesterday, or maybe even saw Mr. Harvey's press conference after, know that the plea for Mr. Nichols was a very emotional moment in the courtroom. And you saw that when the cameras were rolling. What people didn't see is when court was adjourned and Mr. Nichols came over and Mr. Harvey, Miss Westmoreland, Mr. Gardner, it was kind of time for things to wrap up. It was a very, very emotional moment in the courtroom amongst all the lawyers, as well as the individuals who are defendants in this case. We have been in trial since January of 2023. We have been clustered together in relatively tight quarters, cheek by jowl, for almost 2 years. And fighting this fight, looking out for our clients, getting to know the other lawyers' clients, and getting to know all these people. And it's fair to say that this is a situation that I would venture none of us have been in before. And we have grown very close. So yeah, yesterday was a very emotional moment. And it was not captured on camera, and I'm kind of glad, because we were able to be, I don't know, I'm just glad it wasn't captured, but it was a very, very moving experience, and one that I am still processing, and I don't believe I'm the only one. And when this whole thing ends up, when the whole thing is complete, that will be another experience to go through. Thank you for letting me bend your ear for a minute on something you may not care about that much. But I wanted to get it off my chest and see if I could get through this whole thing without tearing up a little, which I seem to have finally managed to do. Take care, everyone. Be good to each other. So this is the fourth time I tried to record this particular video. So maybe I'll get through it this time. Those of you who watch the court
what y'all
proceedings
feeling?
or maybe even
What are y'all feeling? If saying a lot without saying a word was a person, it would be Doug. Hey, Denisha. Y'all, I'm thinking this might be over today. Let me see what's going on, y'all. Let's see. Let me tell her thank you, cause wait a minute, what is this? Girl, this better be what I asked for. Oh, it is. Okay. I was about to say, girl, what is this they sent me? Okay, y'all, let's see. I wish I could slow this chat down. I don't know how to do that yet, y'all. So hopefully, if this ends today, I know we're going to have a lot to talk about, so I'm not going to say today. Okay. Okay, hold on, y'all. Let me see. Let's go to Doug's Twitter first. I see turtleneck is fine. You know what, Danielle? We're gonna have to save that for another day. Miss Hilton and Miss Love. We'll have to talk about them another day. Yeah, y'all, we just played what Doug posted. We just played what Doug posted. Y'all must just be joining, but we did. We just literally just got done playing what Doug posted on TikTok. Yes. Yeah, we just posted it.
So this is the
Okay, yeah, we just posted it. Can you put it on the big screen? You know what? Maybe I should save it. Let's save it. I can do that, friend. The problem. Hold on, y'all. Let me get some sanitizer. Hold on. Okay. The problem is it gonna take forever to download? That's the problem. Hi, Sunflower Beth. Welcome to the channel. Y'all telling me how to do it, but I don't know if I can do it. Let me see. Girl, y'all, my little friend just messaged me again. And if you in the chat, friend, you know I haven't said your name. I'll never reveal your name. My friend seems pretty confident. Christina, we just read Doug's, we just listened to the TikTok. Y'all, my friend just texted me and said they're gonna drop the M charges on Quay. Then him and Yak make music together. She said they coming to get the boys now. We might be having court. My little friend seems to think Thug coming home today. We don't know. Hey, Attorney Stara. I need to take a course. I'm so bad at it. The comments, listen, we just try to slow the comments down. I'm gonna figure out how to slow them down because I like talking to the audience a lot, probably too much. So I like to catch them. Listen, this is what my friend said, y'all. My friend said, she said, sis, they coming to get Thug. Because when they drop that M on Quay, they gonna have nothing. I don't know, y'all. Hold on, y'all. This might be the wrong person. Y'all, I'm sorry. That's the wrong friend. Damn, my bad. This another friend. My bad, y'all. my bad. Police disregard. This is another friend. I thought I had the same message open. Sorry. Hold on. That's somebody else just speculating. They just speculate. They just let me hop out of that one real quick. Okay. Okay, never mind. The friend ain't said nothing again. My bad. Y'all, they profiles look alike. Okay. They profiles look alike. I don't know. That friend is just watching like me. My other friend that I'm telling y'all about. Let me tell y'all something. Do y'all remember? Do y'all remember when the accident happened? I knew about the accident before it was reported, but because she told me, and I told you I'm not here to do breaking news or anything, I didn't report on it. I knew it happened before it happened. I knew before a family member knew that it happened because my little friend, she told me about it. Jalen, I just want to make sure. But so that's why I trust her, y'all. That's why I trust what she's saying. Things change, but she definitely has a source, because how the hell she know about that dang on car accident so soon? Listen, she knew. That's why I believe her. If she feel like something popping off, I said, okay, let me hop online because something might actually be popping off. I believe, because I'm telling y'all, she told me that, and I just looked at it. I was like, oh man, blase. Next day, it's everywhere. Next day, a person close to the family ended up telling me, and I was like, oh, I knew a couple hours ago. No, it's not Kayla. No, this no. Because I don't need y'all saying Kayla nothing. No, this friend, she's literally just a follower on TikTok. I told y'all yesterday. People will send me Quay wife, then look. No, Susu. Bye, Susu. She is literally just one of my followers on. I don't like to say followers. One of my friends from TikTok. She, like, y'all, y'all do not understand the messages that I get, and I have to remind people, hey, I'm just a person watching trial with a large group of friends. That's it. I'm not trying to break the news. One man said, I'm finna pull up to the hood. You want me to ask? I said, no. I said no. Shayla, Shayla, what happened? Go look at Thugger Dayla. Okay. Girl, I don't talk to no damn funny. Literally, y'all, it's just somebody who follows me on TikTok. When that man told me, here, defendant Marquavius Hugh, aka Quay, is set to accept a plea shortly. No time given on the plea hearing. This is from Thugger Daily, guys. As always, anything can change. That's true. If he accepts, the defense loses a lot of leverage for pending mistrial motion, because the two Quays were the ones most prejudiced by Slime Life Shawty's statement on the stand last week. Doug Weinstein addressed this. Doug Weinstein addressed this very issue on. Let me pull that up. I can pull that. Let's watch that. He addressed this, y'all, and he was basically saying a mistrial motion for one is a mistrial motion for all. Basically, like, you can't separate it because it's the two Quays. He addressed this. Mute. Now, wait. Don't y'all start getting messy in these chats now. Hold up. Let me get on here. Let me see. Look at my history. Because I watched it yesterday. It was a really great interview, and I'll watch it just when Doug Weinstein was talking. Recap. First of all, I've got to get my thumbnails together, because why these two it's an older white gentleman, an older white lady, why did they got free slat on their thumbnail for this video? Blake, I do. They say it's okay. You can tell us your friend love. No, y'all. For real, y'all, for the sake of my chat, can y'all please stop the Kayla talk? Because I do a weekly show with Kayla, and I don't ever want it to be perceived as if I'm allowing that. I don't want that over here. I do not want that over here. Y'all exchange TikToks, Twitters, whatever y'all want to do, if y'all want to do that. But just please don't do it here. just because I just think it's inappropriate. I don't ever want to have another content creator, and I've seen this happen to me. I know how I felt when I witnessed a content creator who I thought was friendly to me allow people come up on his platform and talk about me. I know how I felt when that happened to me. These TikTok streets, content streets can be real nasty. And I just want to make sure I stay as far away from that as I can, because I know exactly how I felt. Another person who was in my DM, I don't care what they say. I don't care what they say. We cool, but I saw with my own two eyes you let people come on your platform and talk about me. And I didn't even feel like it was warranted. So I don't ever want to be the content creator that allows people to come on my platform and discuss other people, especially when I'm involved. So I love y'all in the chat, but let's just not do that. Let's just focus on what we're focusing on, and maybe look, get each other's messages. I mean, social media handles. Y'all know what I mean? Because I don't want, listen, I don't know if y'all seen it, but it's been getting messy on Twitter. I do not need millionaire mail drug up in the messiness, okay? Am I fancy? I wish I could. Listen, but no, I'm serious about that, y'all, because I think we don't understand. I witnessed something this morning from another content creator that I thought was so messy. Your platform too big to even bring up Kayla's name. I was on the lead attorney earlier, and he brought up Kayla's name, and I thought it was so messy. She had nothing to do with whatever he was discussing. I don't ever want to do that. I don't ever want to be that person. But I have no reason. I have no problem saying that he was messy for doing that, right? Because I thought it was messy. Kayla be trying to stay in her own lane. Leave her in her lane. No reason for you to veer off. You don't have to tear Kayla down to bring someone else up. So, listen, that was very tacky from Lee. You know, it was very messy. You didn't have to bring Kayla down to build the fit lawyer up. He didn't have to do that. And I have no problem saying that on my platform, right? I'm not going to go deep in it, but that's all I'll say. I don't ever want to be that person. So that's why I'm asking. We just keep it cute in the comments. I know we joke, we laugh, but I'm not going to tear somebody down when it's not warranted. You know? He a real attorney. What does that mean? I did see her in the shade room last night. But yeah, but that's all I'm gonna say. Chat, don't turn on to no other comments. I'm just gonna say I don't want to be that person. That's not the type of environment I want to create here. We be real positive over here, and I see it's like 1,300 people in the chat. So it's probably a lot of new people here, but that's not the type of environment that we are trying to promote over here. So by 7. Y'all, we not doing that in the chat. We gonna keep it moving. Don't even spill tea, so no one should be talking about her. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's a lot of Kayla hate, but it's cool. It's cool. Now listen, line love now. That's a different story. Do you hear me? That's a different story, okay? Who the hell is this that know? Y'all, we went to elementary together. I said, who is this? Because they done said my name and pulled out Bunker Hill. Period. Okay. No, I did not watch Mr. Harvey interview yet, but I just saved it. I did save it. I'm going to pull it up so we can watch it here, actually. Okay, let me pull it up. I'm going to send myself the link so we can watch it here. So we can talk about Love and Hilton. Brianna, you know, I say all the time, just don't call them B's and H's. That's it. I get the frustration. Just don't say no B's and H's to them. That's it. Bougetto, you better let them know. I mean, because there's so many things about myself people might not like, and that's fine. You're not going to be for everyone, and I understand that, you know? Okay, y'all, we're going to watch this interview. Am I watching it in the app? I think I'm watching it in the app. So yes, I should be able to pull it up here. Yep, Purple Paradox. It's not no soon. It's in the works. Because I really do I really enjoy the live streams, but I also enjoy the more intimate settings as well. Because I know that people sometimes are like, oh my gosh, she didn't respond to my comment, but sometimes it's so fast. So I do prefer and like the intimate settings because let me say this. I prefer the intimate settings, but I like the bigger settings too. Prefer 'em because I do want people to come here and feel like they're actually communicating with me because I'm communicating back. So I do like this. So Patreon, all of that, y'all, I'm working on all of it. Me too, Cantrell. I did as well. I just shut my laptop and went on about my day. I left alive after that. Maisha, you know, the group wants to do like a content creation day. I have a ton of ideas. I can definitely walk y'all through it, but Maisha, I swear to God, I'm going to tell you that my YouTube and everything has been God. I have not done anything other than get on here and talk. It's been God. But that doesn't mean we can't sit down and research together on how to get this because it's all there. We just have to sit down and research it. And they're power in numbers. So we have talked about once the case is over everything, we do a weekly content creation like strategy group. For those who are interested, it may not be on YouTube. We will probably do something more personable like Zoom so that we can share ideas there. So yeah, we want to do that. Oh yeah, I've seen that, John. So that's we have definitely discussed that over here. Well, Thug may be open to a plea if it's something small. I don't think he's gonna become a felon after this. I've heard about Discord too. I actually have a Discord friend, but I got to sit there and figure it out. I want to just make sure. I like this. I like the whole personal connection aspect of this whole community, right? I try to communicate as much as I can when people are messaging me. Y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all now, if y'all message me, if y'all messaged me and I ain't responded, you might be in that other mailbox I found like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and it had like 400 messages in it. I said, oh God, this will take some time, and I just can't sit here and do 400 messages right now. But if I see them, I do respond. I love that aspect of it because it's a community here. It's not like I'm here and you're there, right? Because there would be no me without the community. So yeah. Yep, I can't do it all, Ty. Yep, I saw that day. Shannon said, don't plea him, free him. Khalif, I definitely do. I'm at that point. Hey, Miss Sheila. Hold on, Mickey. I missed the first half of your message. Let me look for your picture. Yep. I mean, Thug, in all honesty, shouldn't take something that's going to harm him. But of course, it's for him. When you read, we can help you. Yes, you can. I already told you. I don't know if I have a mask on my lung. So I talk about that all the time. If y'all hear me taking deep breaths or I need a break, that's because having the mask on my lung, it's almost just think about a normal person walking upstairs, a flight of stairs. I might feel like I run up the flight of stairs. I know it don't seem like that because I talk all the time on here, but you see me taking breaths a lot. So I definitely need the people reading. So yeah, after it's just like y'all, I'm on here 8 hours a day, and then I get off and I'm either doing homework or I'm just exhausted from talking and stuff all day. You know, like I'm an extrovert to my heart. But since my mom passed, I do like to sit in silence a lot. Very different for me. But yeah, I'm just sitting down quiet. Thank you, Lacey Ann. I am, baby. Hold on, what is Key talking about? I don't think Shannon the thug. Well, Shannon said, "Don't plea him, free him." I remember that. You know what, Javon? I am at home. I need to go up there though. I am at home though. Yep, every situation is different. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Okay, y'all. I have Bruce Harvey's interview. Let me make sure it's pulled up on my history. Let's look at Doug first. Doug was really quick, so. And he talked about, Doug talked about taking the pleas. He talked about everything. Okay.
Success. Victory. A .world domain name that welcomes and immerses. Own your world at name.com/world.
Okay, here we go.
Hey, welcome to Justice Served TV. Michael Bryant here, Linda Kenny Bodden. Look who has joined us.
Hey, guys.
The busiest men in Fulton County.
And I would love to say Jets green, but I'm not going to mention the team. Football.
Yeah, that's fine. You guys stumble through, I guess.
So, as usual, not much going on in the YSL case. So tell us, people were dying, from adjournment last Wednesday to today. There was all kinds of craziness going on. You were doing your best to update people on
but not saying anything
on TikTok. Yeah. Well, I've found that that's what TikTok is best for. People not saying anything. Okay. Yeah. So give us what you can give us about the ramp up to today.
Yeah. So, it's fair to say that there have been plea offers made from the state over the last few days. And as you know, as lawyers, we're obligated to pass those on to our clients. And that's kind of what's been going on. And so as a result, you saw Mr. Nichols plead out today. Mr. Harvey, I guess, was Ms. Westmoreland, his attorney team, they were able to negotiate a deal that I guess Mr. Nichols felt was in his best interest. And I don't know if you watched the plea colloquy that took place, but
we did.
It's, kind of what I was expecting to see, which is the state vomiting forth a whole series of allegations that some of which they had some evidence for in court, a lot of which they didn't. And then you saw Mr. Harvey respond to that, which is, we're not in agreement with that. We are in agreement that there is a basis for the RICO conspiracy plea, a limited basis for it, and therefore we're taking the plea. I don't want to speak for Mr. Harvey, but nothing that Mr. Nichols pled to has any impact on my client's case.
That's correct. I had three things stuck out to me. Was number one, that he pled to the most innocuous 2 drug offenses, right? He's probably done most of his time for the 7 years if he gets some credits going on. And the third thing that stuck out, actually, the third thing was 3A and 3B, was that he wasn't required to testify against any other co-defendant in a plea. That was like, oh, that stuck way out to me. And then the fourth thing was that Michael tweeted about it, the Justice Served TV, was that we thought the state was trying to pull a fast one by listing all these acts that he didn't plead to on something they didn't prove.
Well, but the state was faced with an experienced, excellent trial attorney in Bruce Harvey, who was able to stand up there and say, whoa, no, we're not agreeing to that. We're agreeing to these limited drug charges. And by the way, was that 3B or 4? But anyway, here's either a 4A or a 5, which I don't know if you noticed this. And I thought this was huge. There were no factual acknowledgments in his plea. And those who have watched this YSL case know that the factual acknowledgments that prior co-defendants who pled out have played a huge part in this case. That served as the basis, I think, in a lot of ways, for the revocation of Mr. Sledge, was the lack of consistency between his factual acknowledgments and his Christmas 22 plea and what he said on the stand. And here with Mr. Nichols, there were no factual acknowledgments. There's no requirement to come back and testify. And even if they were to call him back to testify, what is he going to say? Because they don't have those factual acknowledgments to use as leverage when he does come back to testify. So it's a nice, clean plea that does not blow back on any of us. And neither could it blow back against my client, because my client didn't do anything. There's no acknowledgments that he could give that would impact Mr. Kendrick.
So
Yeah,
there's been a lot of discussion
sorry,
about the potential pleas for the different folks. Could they come up with something global? Could they come up with something that would equate to time served? Let me just ask you this: was anything presented to your guy that was enticing in any way?
Not enticing enough for us to take a plea deal.
And you guys countered?
We talked back and forth. But there was no deal to be met. I don't know if the state is watching the same trial that I'm watching.
Or that we're watching.
Or rather than say the state, I mean, the powers that be, the ultimate decision maker. I don't know if she's watching the same trial that I'm watching, if she's watching it at all, if she's getting accurate information as to how the state's case is going. But I see little evidence of that. So no, we were not at a point. And it would be great if you could educate your viewers on our obligations as criminal defense attorneys, that when we get a plea offer, we have to take it to our client.
Good, I'm going to write that down. Good point, because you're absolutely right. You have to.
No matter what it looks like.
No matter what it looks like.
It may stink, but you have to lay it out. Yeah.
We have to lay it out. And that does not mean that we are not fighting for our clients. And it does not mean that we think they should take a plea. And it doesn't mean we think they did anything. It means we have an ethical, professional obligation, right? The law that we essentially operate under, that we have got to take that offer to our clients. And so that is what we did.
Do you expect that the power that is, which is Fonnie Willis, we keep dancing around that, is going to say, well, look at this. This was a victory. I've got a conviction for a conspiracy to commit a RICO charge with the gang YSL. I've accomplished what I've set to accomplish.
Well, I would imagine that I'm no different than you. And if we can reach a deal that is a victory for us, and she wants to get on the air and toot her horn and declare victory and go home, God bless her. All I
kind of like what we did in Vietnam as a country.
Yeah, right. Declare victory and go home. Tell Putin to declare victory and go home. But I don't care what she has to do to save face. I don't care what anyone does anywhere. All I care about is what's best for Mr. Kendrick. That is all that I care about. And if that means Madam DA Fonnie Willis gets to give a press conference and say whatever, let her do that. But she has not presented anything to us that would entice us to accept any offer. We're winning this case. I think anyone that is watching this trial from an unbiased standpoint thinks we're winning this case. And I am very happy for a jury to get this case.
So having said that, what's on tap for even for tomorrow? Because when the judge left the bench today, no clue about reconvening for any purpose. So where are we?
We can reconvene at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning.
And this is with the jury?
No, not with the jury in the morning. I don't know if a jury will be there later in the day. I don't know if the jury has been told to wait until the following day. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
So this would suggest that maybe there's some other stuff that in the works that would be a function of law in motion that obviously the jury would not be part of.
I am implying nothing. But we do have evidentiary issues we have to take up prior to the jury coming back. And those are evidentiary issues that many of which we may not have had to deal with if certain defendants had pled out. So yeah, we'll see what happens. There's still things in motion, I'm sure.
So
And-
one
and
more
just let me
follow up
just ask you,
before
I'm sorry.
Linda. Let me have one more follow up. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So
That was
would you be
interesting.
surprised if there were additional plea deals?
Nothing in this case surprises me. Ever.
Good
Ever.
answer. Darn
Ever.
it.
Ever. I would not expect us to be taking a plea deal, us being Mr. Kendrick, to be taking a plea deal. I'm expecting our case to go all the way to a jury. That's kind of, as I'm sure you do, that's how we approach everything. And we're going to continue down that path.
Is there any motions? The only thing I was going to ask you in addition to that, because I think that's a great question, and Michael just asked you, but is there anything that you have to now carve out of what's been presented to the jury as a result of the plea from Quay today?
Yeah, I don't think anything from Mr. Nichols pleading out has affected our case at all.
Here are the three main areas that I would like treatment in: the 4 headlines, the crow's feet, and frown.
We're not really tied to him on anything. So no, I don't see anything that's happened today causing me to file any motions on behalf of Mr. Kendrick. We still have a mistrial motion out there that the judge hasn't ruled on. So at some point, she's going to have to make a ruling on that mistrial motion. Which, by the way, I think we should get with prejudice, even though Mr. Nichols is out.
And that's what I was going to say. It's interesting because it was Westmoreland, one of his attorneys, who said, "Yeah, I'll take one. I'll take a mistrial." And now, effectively, it's it's moot because of the plea deal.
Well, first of all, because
her acceptance is moot
because of the Harvey rule. That mistrial motion was joined by all of us. Of course, the Harvey rule, for your viewers, is the rule that was put in place at the very beginning of this case before we even started trial, which is a motion made by one is made by all, an objection made by one is made by all, unless we explicitly opt out. So that mistrial motion is still out there. The judge has to rule on it. I think it should be with prejudice. I think we are still impacted by what happened on the stand because, as Mr. Harvey would say, what would you say? What is gravy for the goose is gravy for the gander. I may have that wrong, but it's not good for the it's not good for the goose, good for the gander. He's always correcting us on that. So sauce. What is sauce for the goose is sauce for the gander. So the state, through Mr. Floyd, through other prosecutors, is always saying, but what my esteemed opposing counsel, meaning us, do not understand is that this is a RICO conspiracy. And this is a RICO conspiracy. So what comes in against one comes in against all. So when one of our co-defendants is harmed by something that is said on the witness stand, we are all harmed by that, as far as I'm concerned, just taking the state's position. So I think that we are still harmed by what was said about Free Quay. And I think that we still have a legitimate mistrial motion in place that the judge is going to need to rule on.
Can she force on you a mistrial? Because I know our viewers had this question the other day. A mistrial without prejudice and just declare it?
I think she probably can. I don't think she would.
Okay.
And I want it with prejudice. I want it with prejudice. And I'm not going to be there first thing in the morning. Katie Hingerty is going to be there. But I'm hoping to have the opportunity to at least bring up the mistrial with prejudice issue again after I scooch down to court after my TPO hearing I have up in 8G. So, and I'm going to bring it up because I think after roughly 50 mistrial motions, go back and look at day one. Look at day one. There was a mistrial motion then because of the state making a mistake. Yet, the first of what turned out to be.
If y'all been following me for a while, y'all know what day one he talking about. Y'all remember Miss Love had her war paint on. What she have on, y'all? Smoky eye with a wingtip. Y'all know exactly what day Doug is talking about. Y'all, there was a mistrial motion. I think they had been in court maybe an hour. That smoky eye, Melody, no. Melody knows that wing tip. Y'all see, I see my day ones in here in the Jungle Book. I see my day ones in the chat. Okay. Listen, that smoky eye and the wingtip Doug is serious. Miss Love came ready for war. That is the day she played a PowerPoint and she put that Brian Steele was representing Blaylock. That Blaylock in Lil Rod case, he is representing them on the appeal. I don't know if it's them or just Blaylock, but she sure did have black nails. Y'all better talk about it. I said, ain't no way this lady wore her after 5 makeup. My friend just put in the chat to the courthouse. Y'all, and I'm gonna tell you, and I'm never gonna let her live that smoky eye down, because y'all know how. And if you do this and you older, I'm sorry, but there is a brush that you can buy or use the pad. She just did this. She put that black shadow on just like that. Y'all know what I'm talking about in this chat. Some of y'all probably have done it before. Some of you in here are probably guilty. Key, tell them. Some of y'all are probably guilty of rubbing that shadow on with your index finger. You can't do that. They give you a little padded tip, or you could just buy a little shadow brush. Miss Love that day, oh my, I don't even think she wore earrings that day. Miss Love was ready for war in that first day.
Scores of mistakes. And how many mistakes do you have to make before you to get a mistrial with prejudice? How many mistakes are we going to let them have before we get a mistrial with prejudice?
Oh my God.
That's what I've said, is that if there has not been enough done to this point to grant that motion, what do you got to see? What are you waiting for?
What's it going to take? I mean, what's it going to take?
Yeah, just amazing. And I know you're amazing. By the way, you look a little rested from
Thank you.
wherever you were at Disneyland.
I was in Disney with my mom. I was in Disney with my mom. And I did get, Thursday and Friday turned into chaos, but I got some rest, so it was fine. And I got to spend time with my family. So all that is good.
That's great.
All right,
Doug,
guys.
I love watching you all the time.
Oh my God.
We'll tell everybody about our ethical duties and more importantly, your ethical duty to your client.
Yeah, get off my back, folks.
He's not entertainment. Yeah, he's not entertainment.
I got a client. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for educating everyone.
Thank you.
See, we are each one, teach one, no child left behind. So y'all see, I didn't attack you. I just said that's what it looks like Miss Love has done. It was given very gothic that day. It was, y'all. It was too, y'all. Listen, I love you 70s and 80s babies. Now, I'm an 80s baby too, but I use a brush. Let me show you. I don't know what Miss Love was thinking that day, because the smoky eye was just not appropriate. That smoky eye was not appropriate for the occasion. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all. Hold up. Oh, God. Girl, look at my friend.
Yes, basis of motion.
Hold up.
Because you're going to be sitting here with evidence for the next several weeks at least.
And let's talk about how she lied to them people. She said the next several weeks at least. Them people been in this trial for damn near a year. They're not cool water. Hold up.
And you will be able to see what that evidence is. Nothing that I say to you during this part of the trial, nothing any other attorney says to you during this part of the trial is evidence. But I can tell you what I expect the evidence to show.
Now, how y'all let me forget them black nails? How y'all let me forget the black nails? Y'all done let me forget the black nails. Y'all, let me tell you something. I said Miss Love came to court. When I tell you she was ready to bury these boys, she wanted to bury them. A smoky eye, wingtip, and black nails. Oh, God.
And what I expect the evidence to show in this case is that YSL,
Yeah.
the group made up of the defendants sitting before you today, along with other both indicted and unindicted co-conspirators, YSL operated as a pack.
Heck, y'all.
The quote that I read to you earlier is from one of my favorite books as a kid, The Jungle Book. In case anybody recognizes it, those were right out Kipling's words and not mine. But they are appropriate for where we are today. For 10 years and counting, the group calling itself Young Slime Life dominated the Cleveland Avenue community of Fulton County. They created a crater in the middle of Fulton County's Cleveland Avenue community that sucked in the youth.
I'm gonna give it this. I'm gonna give Miss Love this. She brought the damn dramatics with this opening statement. Did y'all hear her? She said, Young Slime Life created a crater. Do y'all know what a crater is? A crater that sucked in the youth. Do y'all know what a damn crater is? Like, can you visualize? Like, I'm going to give you this. Love said, not only was she ready for war, she brought the dramatics. Oh, I gotta find them. Y'all, she didn't, I don't think she wore earrings this day. I'm telling y'all, this lady said that YSL created a crater in the damn middle of Atlanta. Y'all, she gonna be on here. Have y'all watched this before? Y'all, we watched this. We watched I think up until the mistrial motion was brought. She said that not only did they bring a crater, she started saying Cleveland through her opening statement. Y'all, I'm telling y'all. Thank you, Christina. I am telling y'all, this had to be done. My friend said, no earrings. She put on the smoky eye, the wingtip. My girl was ready for war. Yes, Frederica, that was a good live that day. Y'all, that was a good, y'all, let me tell y'all. My people, we stayed on live. This was when Darius Zachary, when the police got him. We stayed on live from about 10:30 to 2 in the morning. And the live was jumping, okay? We were on there. They were taking shots. Y'all, we had a good time there live. Oh, yes, she said Cleveland. She said Cleveland. You know what, Star, this is why I don't be wanting to go. This is, man, hold up.
The innocence and even the lies of some of its youngest members. Now, the evidence is going to show that this group started out as a group called Rock Crew. And Rock Crew stands for Raised on Cleveland. The evidence is going to show you that Rock Crew, in fact, is a criminal street gang. It's not the kind y'all are used to. If you're more familiar with the national
timeout. Thank you. Thank y'all for keeping up with the lives. Can y'all do me a favor? It's over 1,200 of y'all in the chat. Can we get me to 1,000 likes real quick? You just have to hit the X. And this will be my, I think, third 1,000 like video. Barchi, let it go. And we're going to keep watching Miss Love's opening statement. Rock Crew was an R&B group. Rock Crew, we at 800 right now. Can we get to 1,000? Y'all, please excuse Barchi. Barchi, you're not going out. Come on over here. Come on. Come say hey to the live. Come on. Come say hey to the live, Barch. Barchi said hey. Say, can y'all give my mama the 1,000 likes, please? You just press the X. Once you press the X. Thank you, Mickey. Y'all, she looked a little disheveled this day. She left her earrings. The smoky eye was definitely a rush job. It was a lot. Shanny Bart, y'all hear Barchi. It's giving, you know what? That's what it's giving, friend. That's what it's giving. Y'all judge Glenn. Y'all have to watch Glenview. We had 9-10 guys. We're almost there. Please, thank you. And thank y'all so much for reminding me that we need to make sure we like the live. Is it me? She may have on like a little quarter sleeve jacket. She has on earrings. She got studs on. Now, y'all know I'm a stud queen. Oh Lord, that sounds weird. I love stud earrings, okay? And I didn't even know this stuff. She got on blacks. Oh Lord, black studs. Let me tell you, that lady came ready for war. Black studs, black nails, black smoky eye, and that wing tip, y'all, the wing tip not going out, it's going up. That lady meant business. Yes, I am, Gus. It is Millionaire Male. Y'all, I'm in Glenville with his earring. Y'all, let me tell you, the first day was a mess. I don't know if you guys have watched this before, but we watched this. Oh my God. No. Yo. Everything. Moonsoon got shipped to prison. No, Jazz, I didn't see that. Y'all, we did. Let me tell y'all, we watched this and we hollered, okay? And Shay, someone said, did she quote the author of The Jungle? But I read an article that talked about how he was racist. Okay, y'all. Yes, I am still laughing. You know, we're gonna laugh over here. Yeah, we don't need her over here breathing like that. Bruce Harvey know he was wrong for wiping his nose. Hold up. He was wrong for that. Y'all, we just going over Miss Love's opening statement. Y'all know this live will go a lot of different places, and right now this is where it is. Y'all, we had 1,000 likes yet. Okay, y'all, we almost there. What is going on, y'all? We are almost there. What's going on? You just hit the X and then you like it. There's a thumbs up button. Girl, Bruce Hart, y'all, it was too much. That might be even better because we weren't. Hold up, y'all. Let me go back. And hold on. This that slime YSL. Okay, let me look at my history because I started watching it so I can play it on here. Here it is. Okay, y'all, I have it. Oh, we need 2 more, guys. 2 more. Okay, we're gonna watch Bruce Harvey. Because I really would love to know why he wiped his nose, y'all. I just have to know what was said immediately before. And okay, y'all, there we go. Period. Okay, thank y'all so much. We have hit our 1,000 likes for this live. Thank you. And here we go. We're gonna watch Bruce Harvey.
What did you think about? Why did you do it?
Well, if you could just say your name and spell it for us, just in case anyone else is going to.
My name is Nicole Mistrial.
You're Bruce Harvey?
Bruce Harvey.
So walk us through what you think of this plea deal you were able to negotiate.
Well, insofar as it resolves all of these charges against Mr. Nichols, I think it is an exceptional result. It's an exceptional result for the following reasons. No murder charges. No gang charges. No factual acknowledgments required by the state. No
I have it turned up.
charges, except for one conspiracy charge that was factually underpinned by convictions that Mr. Nichols already had from almost 6 years ago. So that result, I think, is an excellent result for him. It resolves all of these cases.
You were very specific in which parts of the RICO you admitted to. Explain that and why that's so important moving forward.
Well, that's exactly what I was referring to before. You know, the RICO charge in this case was a RICO conspiracy. And underlying the RICO conspiracy were all the 100+ factual predicates, some of which have already been resolved by and against Mr. Nichols. Some of them we hadn't even gotten to. And I don't believe the state would have been able to prove Mr. Nichols' responsibility for those predicate acts. So this was, yeah, we were in a conspiracy. Yeah, we acknowledge that factually the underpinnings of the RICO conspiracy are satisfied by what already was presented and what he had already pled to, but nothing else. No, as we said, no murder, no guns, nothing else. No gang charges. Listen, there is no gang charge. He did not acknowledge being in a gang, being responsible for being in a gang, committing any kind of violent act on behalf of any gang. Yes, I was in a overall conspiracy. Thank you, see you later.
You were behind kind of the original mistrial motion that led to this flurry of negotiations. Just walk us through kind of how it went from that to taking a plea.
Well, the state made several, errors in the case until we had to ask for a mistrial. So we were satisfied that the judge, she heard us and our motion and asking for a mistrial, and that, errors could not be repeatedly occur in front of the jury and admissible evidence being heard by the jury. And so we're glad that the judge, heard our motion and said, do you want a mistrial, and will you take a mistrial without prejudice? And, and then we went into negotiation, and we're pleased with the outcome of our negotiation.
How relieved are you after, being part of Georgia's longest trial that, your portion of this at least is over?
Well, now we can wear B suits and A suits. No. How relieved are we? Once you're in that routine and once you're there with your fellow lawyers and your fellow co-defendants, I mean, it's almost ritualistic. I mean, we were there every day. We were working every day. So, we're relieved because the result for Mr. Nichols was the right result. Now we have to deal with the rest of the world. They can release us from our kidnapped status.
You're gonna miss courtroom once?
Yes and no. Yes, clearly. But I'm glad that all of us could work that resolution. And that resolution again from Mr. Nichols was no gang, no factual acknowledgments, no murders. So it is, he can go on about his life and get out. He's a young man. He's a nice looking man. He's a smart guy.
Yeah.
So
I said I knew I'm on mute. What I said was, when Bruce said he's a nice looking man, Bruce, I ain't know the man was like that till he stood up yesterday to take that plea.
I'm hoping that this projects him forward and doesn't leave him in the lurch.
So you're almost sorry.
I saw that you choked up during, and this had to be a difficult decision because during this time, he's become family in a sense.
Yeah, very much.
How difficult was it actually deciding not to go with the mistrial without prejudice versus go ahead and making that deal?
To do it again.
Yes.
That allows the case to continue and doesn't resolve the case and doesn't give any sense of finality. Without the factual acknowledgments, without agreeing to the state's factual contentions, this ends the case. I mean, it's over. A mistrial without prejudice means it's subject to recurring. And there's a whole other group of severed defendants that are still out there in awaiting resolution. And I think we're in the best posture at this particular point with this particular judge in the 2 years that we've been litigating this and everything that has happened to strike at this particular point.
A lot of people don't understand that, so I'm glad that you pointed that out.
Okay, two.
Doubling up.
I got in a fight with two the other day.
Oh, sorry.
It comes with the territory.
You were talking about, you guys do a word of the day.
Yes.
Can you talk about that and kind of what's next for him once he gets out?
Well, can I tell you that he is very receptive. He's like a sponge. He doesn't have a formal education. He doesn't have a consolidated family upbringing. But he's very curious and he's very smart. So we would use a word or get a word a day and we would define it. We would use it in a sentence. And, you can see his intellectual curiosity. He's a really good kid and a smart kid. And I want him, I truly.
Oh, sorry.
It's true. I mean, we've spent 2 years, over 2 years with our client. And like Attorney Harvey said, he's intelligent and he's so much more than unfortunately what comes out during a trial process. And, the word a day, we ask the word a day. Myself, Attorney Harvey, we go back and forth of picking a word and we teach him the pronunciation of the word. And then 2-3 weeks later, he'll use a word that he learned 2-3 weeks before, and he keeps it going. And so he's a great individual, and we're glad that this is over for him. It's been 2 years too long.
But he's also developed a pretty sophisticated understanding of the system. I mean, he can look at me when something happens and go, hey, this is I know what is going on here. So he, like I'm saying, he's a sponge. I mean, let's bring these kids forward.
This trial has been a learning process for all involved in YouTube and media and also in the prosecution. What are you hoping to come from all of the things that you've shared and done with this case for the future? Yeah.
We all watched it. We all watched the commentary and we loved the commentary.
Yes.
And we put out the commentary.
So I appreciate that.
So we've had a good time seeing the reaction to what has happened in the courtroom. And people have an idea of what happens in court, that it's always, inflammatory, it's flamboyant, it's this and something always interesting has happened, except for the days and days we have with phone records. And so somebody up there saying, well, this is the phone number that's associated with, Miss Johnson. And really, what was the name of that? What's the address? And let's write that down. I mean, it's just drudgery. It is, section after section after section. And I know it's all part of the puzzle, but I hope that everybody understands that it is not all excitement and that.
I'm sorry. Hold up. He shouted who out, y'all? Y'all. Yeah. Let me tell y'all what Brianna talking about. Yesterday, y'all, we were talking about rapping. And I played this song that I wrote. And they gave it to Gangsta Boo. And I was telling them, I couldn't rap the song because, y'all, the song says P word tastes like Kush. And I said, I don't smoke. I just felt like a liar. But I wrote the hook. And then, Brianna, I was talking about wearing stud earrings. And I said, I'm a stud queen. And I said, oh, hold up. I'm a stud earring queen. Right? I was trying to clear it up. So Brianna in these comments talking about not a stud queen. Now we know why you could say P word tastes. I thought we was friends. I thought they said in the club we all friends. We ain't friends in this chat because why are you bringing up that song? Oh God. Okay, y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to listen to Bruce. And I'm trying to, pen some comments for y'all. And then this came, y'all. I'm sorry. I gotta rewind it because I need to hear what they said again. God.
Section after section after section. And I know it's all part of the puzzle, but I hope that everybody understands that it is not all excitement, and that you've seen how deeply everybody has dug into this case and all of the things that have been litigated week after week and day after day after day. So we appreciate what everybody says.
Any message to the rest of the defense attorneys still fighting for their clients in this case?
Good luck. You know.
Do you think this plea is going to affect?
Now, y'all know I said I wanted to see what prompted Bruce Harvey to wipe his damn nose. Y'all, the question said, who is this? Let it go. Y'all, the question said, is there anything he'd like to say, any words he'd like to give to the other defense attorneys? And that damn man said, Bruce, let me go back. Bruce Harvey.
The defense attorneys still fighting for their clients in this case?
Good dug into this case and all of the things that have been litigated week after week and day after day after day. So we appreciate what everybody says.
Any message to the rest of the defense attorneys still fighting for their clients in this case?
Good luck. You know.
Do you think this plea is going to affect any of the rest of the case moving forward?
Well, I think we were lucky.
Bruce!
Let me try to find a better word. We were able to resolve our case in a different fashion than what I understand has been put on the table for others. When I say we resolved it to a single count, we resolved it without those other acts. We resolved it without any factual acknowledgments. If you have been following this closely, every other person in this case who has pled has signed a plea agreement with factual acknowledgments. YSL, I'm a member, it's a gang, I did this, I would do this on behalf of the gang, and I did this, and I agree that that's what the situation is. We were able to resolve our case without any of that, and that's the distinction. And I certainly hope, I wish the very best for every one of those young men.
Bruce Harvey said, put some respect on his name. Do y'all hear what he just said? Bruce said, if you've been watching this case, which we have, you have seen all of these defendants have to have factual acknowledgments in their pleas, okay? He said we were able to resolve ours with none. He has no factual, Quay had no factual acknowledgments. He did not have to testify against anyone. Now, I saw something, I'll break it down later because I have to send it. His wife was kind of in her interview. Someone sent it to me where she was showing all of the deals they were trying to give him. Y'all, they would have let that boy walk if he would have testified against Thug and everybody. They would have let him walk. That was like the first offer he got. And they kept going. And they said ultimately, from what I saw, he took the deal because his wife was like, baby, we got kids out here. You have a family. You need to take the best offer that's going to get you home. This is from what I saw on Twitter and just looking at stuff online. So I saw all of those different pleas or whatever. Bruce Harvey is letting y'all know he one of them ones. He said his client does not have factual acknowledgments. There are no special conditions, anything. He has one of the people were saying, I think some of the other people had great plea deals. I remember them saying Slime Life Shawty, if he completed like a 2-year degree, I think that Judge Glanville said he removed most of the years left on probation. So there are some interesting deals, but Quays, y'all, they took every charge away except one. And the only reason Bruce, and he was very, very adamant about saying in court, I'm not sure why Miss Hilton's trying to read that factual basis, because the only thing my client is admitting to is the weed charges that he had. And I also, that's something else we'd have to talk about, is how they use this RICO to try these boys again. Ultimately, I mean, that's what it looks like. Some of these, but this is stuff, like he said, Quay was already on probation for some of this stuff. He's pled to it, these charges, but they wrapped it up in the RICO and used them as overt acts. So yeah, I want to make sure I pointed that out.
And including, Jeffrey Williams, who's been sitting in jail for years now. And he is an incredible talent and a wonderful young man. So I wish the best for him.
Last question for me. Do you know the 7 years? I know there's like a complicated formula of how early in theory he can get
It's not
out.
that complicated, it doesn't take Einstein. Remember, E equals MC squared. Do we know that? Do I know? No. If I knew, are you gonna ask how much
I was gonna say how much time
right.
of the 7 years.
But he's got what, 24 plus 5, 29 months in.
Right.
There are parole guidelines for his offense, but at the end of the day, it's up to the Georgia Board of Pardons and Parole.
Right.
And if I knew that, I would be the richest lawyer in the world, and I would be on a beach with a cocktail and one of those little umbrellas, and my pinky would be up.
I think it was kind of a cliffhanger if he had any other outstanding issues that would affect any of his probation going forward. To your knowledge, well, I know that you can't go in depth, but is there anything that will affect his?
Well, I don't know the answer to that.
Okay,
There's
great.
nothing related to this case. There is nothing that he has in his past that is affecting his ability to move forward and appropriately serve his sentence. Okay, his kids and his wife look forward to getting him back home.
That's right. Well, you all were wonderful.
So someone just told me to look at Kathy Russon's Twitter. She says that Marquavius Huey's family is at the courthouse. It's looking like he'll be the next one to plead out. He probably needed a plea bad. So because I'm not sure about his charges specifically, as far as has he already gone to jail for them? Not sure. And when I say he probably needed a plea, is because he was one of the ones with a lot of charges. So his family's there. She said we may have a live stream soon. Let me see. That's really the only update I see right now. It's not the update I was thinking we were going to get, but that doesn't mean it's not going to happen, y'all. Yeah, it's updating on MA page. Oh yeah, okay. I know it was a lot. It was a lot of charges. Yes, Key, get out the chat right now. No, I don't think he, Miss Fabulous J, if we remember, we looked at his counts. I believe most of them were tied to armed robbery, some type of theft of property. Most of his charges were tied to that. Yes, y'all, that's what I'm saying. I'm seeing that Thug's record label is there. We saw the girl thinks that that armed security is there. Maybe Thug is being released today. At this point, it's all speculation. So we don't know. We don't know. And he has the new charges from jail. Oh, Lord Jesus. Baby, poor Mr. Matthews. I'm glad he already gray. Okay, y'all, let me see if anything else. I haven't seen anything else just yet. So, y'all, we're probably going to be getting it. India said this feels like Christmas, probably for some of them. I just hope it's, I am of the mind that this has been a long process for those guys, you know, especially people who've already done their time and then be yanked back into the system to have to do other things. So I'm really just ready for them to live their life, go on with their lives. I really am. No, both Quays gone. So, Miss Sheila, that's a good question. That's a good question, Miss Sheila. Y'all know, hold on just a second. Let me get this. Hold on just a second. So this is my thought. Well, one of my questions, Miss Sheila. If they have one Quay done played out and he won't testify. If this other Quay pleads out, he won't testify. If Lil Rod pleads out, he won't testify. Say if Yak pleads out, he won't testify. What do you do with Thug at that point? Like, what do you do with Thug at that point? Because everybody has played out. What do you tie him to? And if their deals are as good as Nichols is, where they don't have to, y'all know Nichols only pled to count one and only pled to that because Bruce Harvey said the evidence was there because of his weed charges. Some kind of conspiracy, but not that YSL was a conspiracy. So what do you do with Thug if everyone else pleads out? Like, what do you do at that point? I really, in my heart of hearts, no, there has not been one piece of evidence that has been presented that makes me feel like Thug told these people to do anything. The Lil Rod situation, let's just keep it a buck. We don't even know if Lil Rod did that. Let's just keep it a buck. At this point, I don't even know who did it. So how can you try to tie that to Thug? I mean, it's the situation with Eppinger. Hold on, she spoke to Huey and Ryan family. Both are pleading. Okay. When you think about Eppinger, y'all saw the situation with him and the police officer. How do you put that on Thug? How do you put that on Thug? You can tell me till you're blue in the face that shooting a police officer is gonna boost your notoriety. And how do you put that on Thug? Is Shannon cooked? I'm not sure, Mr. Lust. Here's the thing. You still have to have evidence. What does it say to you all in this chat that they dropped 6 charges from Nichols? They will never get justice. Hey, Nay. Okay, y'all, hold on. Mr. Lust, hold on just a second. It says a lot to me. Let's get the string pulled up. It says a lot to me that they dropped 6 of his charges. To me, it says a lot because we're 150 days into 50 or 150, 151. And what about the victims and their families? I don't think they're going to turn them against them, y'all, because at this point, they just have to save face. At this point, it's about saving face. Thug said on a podcast shortly before his arrest, don't be loyal to me, be loyal to your life. I get that. 53 days in. Hopefully, hold on, let me see. We don't know. Court might be starting soon. It said a lot, Key. It spoke volumes to me because 150 days in, y'all just dropped it. What it says to me is the state has been praying. They have been hoping. They have been wishing that the stars would align. 150 days in, they didn't align and they had to do some they had to have some tough conversations with each other. They had to have some tough conversations with each other. I know they did want to get Bruce Harvey in there because that day, Bruce, what did he say that day, y'all? It's too damn bad. I said, oh, Bruce is at, I think he's at the end of his rope. So yeah, David, y'all, this was inevitable. This was inevitable because it had this made it to the jury, those boys were walking, in my opinion. But then, you know, Kayla made a good point on WTF Wednesdays. Her point was simply that it only takes one strong person to turn everyone else from a not guilty to a guilty. So, oh, it's too damn late. Yeah. Hi, Nicole. They need to revisit pleas for group 2. Group 2 is probably waiting on some pleas now. The state should be embarrassed. Y'all, at this point, they need to save face. And I know someone said earlier, oh, she had to read the factual basis. Well, here's the thing, you dropped the charges. You dropped the charges. The factual basis from my thinking, I thought it was going to be on the charges that he accepted. I think they read those factual basis for Shamel Drinks' family because they were in the courtroom. Y'all got to think, they probably promised those people a conviction. They probably promised them a conviction. So they needed to get out in open court while they were dropping those charges on him. They needed to do that. They needed to get it out. Hey, we don't think he was in the car that did. They needed to get that out for their family. That's what that was for. They sure did. Okay, I heard they were trying to offer them terrible pleas. Terrible pleas. They're going to use group 2 against Thug. Well, not if Thug gets a deal today. Then what are they going to do? I don't think they know I don't think they know who unalived Donovan Thomas either. They needed something. And they roll with this. They don't know who who killed Donovan Thomas. They don't know. They don't know. And I'm sorry, they're probably never going to know because y'all know what the first 48 says. It says that typically they solve these cases if they don't solve them within 48 hours, it gets harder the more time passes, right? I really don't think APD really gave a damn. That's honestly how I feel. I don't think they cared as much as they tried to say during the trial, which is sad. I just don't think they cared as much as they led on to. They didn't care as much. Serena, what do you mean, was y'all there? I guess I'm confused. And if you're talking about were we there at the unaliving, let me let you just answer that first. Is that what you're talking about, Serena? Fire me crazy. I'm trying to ask questions first. Because I'm just hoping that's not what it was. I feel a block coming for. I'm just asking because y'all know I always ask first because I feel like there was like a slick comment, which I'm just not sure what in this conversation would have warranted that. But I just want to make sure if that is that what it was. I just want to know because we are literally just having a conversation, so we don't want that type of spirit in our chat, friend. We're not trying to have that type of spirit over here, girl. Oh, I see everyone's coming but that one. Not Erica talking about she was drinking. I mean, she was cooking. Exited for what? Oh, okay. Hold on, because I make mistakes. Hold on. Let me make sure I got the right person. No. Okay, I think I got it this time. Okay, I did. I blocked her. Oh, no, she was there. She said, I said what I said. That's like rude. Oh, I got it, y'all. I got it now. Look at Rakisha. No, y'all, we're just talking. I don't think anybody in the comments were trying to pin anything on anyone. We were just simply making a fact. We don't think they know who did these killings. And for me, that's not justice for the family. That's not justice for the family. Y'all know I had to make sure, because y'all know I blocked the wrong person last time. So yeah, we just, that's not justice for the family. That's my problem with all of this. You use these people's family members, right, to make this big gigantic case when you never had the evidence to begin with. Why take them through all of this trauma again for you to just drop the murder charge? That's yes, I will, Purple Paradox. Please don't say that name. Please don't say the name. I know that's right, too pretty. There you go, Crystal. Yeah, I don't, it's really giving this was going to be their big case, right? This was going to be their big case. And maybe at some point their justice took a back seat, some point justice took a back seat. They had his family flying just to find out they dropped the murder charge. I'm telling you, they said, why did I block her? Because we like to keep our community, we like to keep the vibes a certain way. So when we're just having conversation and it comes off real slick, rude, I don't want it. I have no issue with a difference of opinion, but either you come in here and we chat, we socialize with each other, or you just exit the chat. That's why. And I don't feel any way about it. That's why. Hi, Erica. So that was what was strange to me, not covering the family's flights. And maybe it was because it wasn't their immediate family. I toyed around with that as well. It may have been because it wasn't the immediate family. I think that's what it was. That's it. It's not like people can't have. I wouldn't care if the big V came in here if she didn't always like spam the comments with the same thing. We can have a conversation. I mean, having a difference of opinion, actually, it can help a lot of stuff, right? But some just being like that, it's just a no for me. Oh, bye, Key. One thing about Black women, you give them a little power and they always take it too far. Nicole, I could definitely see that. Hey, Kiara. She said most definitely from Memphis. I am, girl. At least I did good. I asked before I did it. What plea did Lil Rod take? We don't know yet, Amy. We're trying to see now. We don't know what he took. Nobody put anything on Woody. It was the I said what I said thing. Nobody put it on Woody. At least I didn't see that. If it happened, I didn't see that. The conversation was literally we don't know who did the unaliving. Nobody knows who did it. And for a jury, your jury has to believe your story beyond a reasonable doubt. And if all of us are questioning it, the jury has to be questioning it too. The aunt said she didn't want them to fly her in. I don't think they probably offered, or they would have. It may have been a immediate family thing. I'm not sure how it works. Yeah, I don't know how it works. Lil Rod has a girlfriend, y'all. Child, everybody got them somebody. Okay, Lil Rod. Okay, y'all, let's see what Kathy says. Okay, I was just about to go to her Twitter. Okay, y'all. So Lil Rod and Huey, I guess Thug on. Well, I keep hearing y'all say Thug, his manager is at court. Maybe he's gonna be a surprise plea. Nay, let's talk about it, Nay. Can we talk about it, Nay? You're not alone, friend. But I'm not bothered by it though. So, okay, y'all. So Thugger Daily and Kathy Russin from Law and Crime, she said Lil Rod and Huey are reportedly taking pleas. Well, y'all, they take pleas. That's 3 down, 3 to go. Who does that leave? Yak, Shannon, and Thug. Wait a minute, not P, girl. I wonder what is Lil Rod going to take at this point, y'all. Hi, Carly. Oh, now, Kiara, don't be messy in here now, Kiara. Kiara, don't be messy in here. Hold on, Cara. They in the chat or something? Hold on, Cara. I'm trying to see. The big dogs must be in the chat today. Hold on. Hold on, Kiara. Don't be out here being messy. Cause I'm trying to think about, girl, what comments I've been in. Well, Shannon might be trying to hold out, y'all. That all of these people taking pleas, if they don't have to testify, it's probably not going to look good. Y'all, I do not be in due comments. Oh, y'all saying the big dogs left, girl. Oh, I thought you were talking about big dogs in the chat, friend. Okay. Y'all scared for Shannon, Thug, and Yak? I'm not, because, I mean, look how Quagon and Doug Weinstein just told y'all. Quagon does nothing for it doesn't hurt Yak's case, doesn't help Yak's case, right? If people keep pleading out, what do you use against Thug? Y'all talking about Shannon. Shannon's charges were not that much different than Nichols' charges. No, I'm lying. I looked at Shannon's sheet yesterday. There was a lot of stuff on his as well, but I can't remember from 23. I think it went from 15 on down. But if they'll drop Nichols' murder charge, why do you think they won't drop Shannon's? They need to close this out. They need to close this out. They need to close this stuff out, y'all. Y'all keep saying they're not going to drop the nut murder. Okay, so y'all do me a favor. Put a 1 in the chat if you know who, based on the evidence, put a 1 in the chat if you know who, if from the evidence you can make a beyond a reasonable doubt answer who killed Donovan Thomas. Put a 1 in the chat if you can. Put a 2 if you don't know. Somebody said, what evidence? Y'all don't have evidence that anyone do. It's all circumstantial. But based on the evidence, you can't prove that Yak did it. You can't prove that Shannon did it. You just can't. I think Lil D is charged with it. You can't prove it. It's a 2 for me. But you don't have proof that it was Woody. That's the thing. There is no proof. You can speculate, oh, it had to be Woody, but you don't know. And I thought they said on the scene they saw more than one person or something. You just don't know. And that's a problem. Oh, Kayla, the problem is 1 in the chat if you know for sure, based on the evidence, who unalive, who killed Nut. 2, if you don't know. You don't know. And see, Courtney, that's the problem. You said Woody or Threat. That's the problem. None of them are on trial. Threat is dead. I mean, I hate to say dead. He's deceased. You don't know. That's the problem. Yep, no, you don't know. So that's the problem with their case. They said Mel asking trick questions. You don't know. And because you don't know who did it, that's a problem for the jury. The jury can only convict if they believe it beyond a reasonable doubt. If we are this confused, the jury is confused as well. Okay, y'all, they said we're going to be in court soon. Yep. That's why I agree, Delphina. It's just too much but here, if the circumstantial evidence pointed to a certain group of people, I'd ride with it. But it's pointing in so many different people, I just can't. Okay, now Valerie, me crazy. Don't say that. Yep, we just saw this Simply Style. We're just kind of waiting on court to start at this point. He had issues with his own people. Hold on just a Yeah, we don't know yet. So I think for me, if I were on this jury, I can't wait until they start doing interviews. I can't wait to hear what they have been thinking. I think it's been as bad as we think. Me either, Yolanda. I think they're going to be in trial. I think they have been as confused as we think. The problem I've had with the prosecution's presentation of the case, they haven't gone in any, or they say they're going by acts, but when I hear it, it sounds like they jump around a lot. It's confusing. I think they have too many. They really overcharged the case. It was too many overt acts. I mean, and they were still trying to add them on. I'm like, y'all not presenting the ones you got. So it was just too much. It's too much. It's very confusing. And I think that's the problem for the jury. But I think it's confusing for them too. That's why they keep messing up. I don't know if we're going to get a second trial key. They probably going to plead those boys out too. Brianna, that's a good question. Who would play Love in Hilton? That's a good question. I think that's a good question. I don't know. 2013. Yep. Look, Didi, that's right. I mean, we just don't know. He was the only one being charged with one count. Was Lil Rod charged only the RICO charge? He probably gonna get something similar to Nichols. If I think he only had that one charge, it was the overt act that they spoke about him. They are very horrible at telling the story. And I mean, it's so sad because Miss Love was so sure of herself in that opening statement. She was so sure of herself. Hey, Tay. You know what, Key? Keke Palmer should play Miss Love. Keke Palmer. I'm gonna have to think on that one. Taraji or Regina Hall. Oh, he's gonna have a movie. Thug's gonna executive produce it. Ayana, I feel the same way you feel. Nay, I'm gonna tell you something. That voiceover was hilarious when somebody tagged me in it. Heather said she want to be Ashley Merchant. I know that's right. So Nicole, possibly, if they are pleading these guys out, they're probably not going to present their overt acts. I really just don't know what these pleas mean for their case. I don't know. Oh, Miss Sheila. Lynn have to lose some weight to play her, though. But I think Lynn Whitfield would probably be good. She could do them nasty faces Miss Love be making when she mad. Oh, God, Lynn will eat that up. Viola can't play Miss Hilton. She too old, y'all. We need somebody young. What about, what's her name? Erica, what's her real name that played Maxine Shaw? What about her? Okay, yeah, Lil Rod had the RICO charge. She might get something less. Hey, Edward. Zakia, I'm actually kind of thinking the same. I'm wondering that, but I don't know. Or they're going to put them to the back burner for Oh, wow. I think Viola's too old to play Miss Hilton. Well, his case, Ash, Alicia, Lil Rod's case is on appeal. I think Viola too old to play her, y'all. Yeah, Lil Rod has been locked up for a long time. You're right, Miss Fabulous J. Did you see the video where you made an appearance in? Are you talking about that video where they had us dancing? Danielle, I saw that. I showed it to my daughter. I said, now I don't know why people playing with me like that. But yes, I saw it. Yolanda, whoever plays Miss Love, they got to show the first day of court. And they better get it right. I want to see a mean, smoky eye, wingtip, and some black nails. They better get it right, Yolanda. Y'all, we don't know what time court is starting. They're saying soon. We are just, Taraji would be good for Miss Love too. We're just waiting around, y'all. We don't know what time it's going to start. Kerry Washington for Miss Love? I don't know about Kerry now. I think Lynn Whitfield would have been good. Jennifer Lewis can play Love. Ooh. A new character unlocked. Jennifer Williams could probably eat that up. You're probably right there. Uzo, is it Uzo? She could be Hilson. I love y'all. They said Lil Rod was there. So y'all, Megan Kuniff, she did it's a long article, so I read like about half of it. But one of the things, and y'all can see if y'all get this. One of the things Bruce Harvey said was a strategy for them was for Mr. Nichols. Y'all remember, you don't hear his name a lot in the case. He said they strategized for them to sit in the back corner and he said he didn't want to object too much. He didn't want to bring any attention to his client. He said their plan was for them to sit in the back and the jury forget they exist. I said that's a great plan because you really didn't hear Bruce a lot. You didn't hear Miss Westmoreland a lot. He said they would only object if they absolutely had to, but the plan was for them to just go unnoticed. Mission accomplished. Because for the most part, they did go unnoticed. Coco shouldn't play Miss Hilton. He's good. That was a great plan. I said, I'm happy the jury wasn't watching court because y'all know Mr. Nichols used to throw the bird finger, smile at the cameras and stuff. Outside of that, he really would just be sitting in court. That was a great plan. When he did speak, he did. It was a good plan. See, exactly. People, unless you were watching those opening things of the trial, Mr. Nichols would just be sitting back there chilling. Oh, God, that is perfect. Yep, Angel, you're right. Angel said that the Harvey rule makes sense because maybe others were objecting on his behalf. That could be it too. Who would Erica Mena play? Who would Erica Mena play, y'all? Jaleisha. We were for. Hold on, where did it go, Jaleisha? That's forever. We're gonna forever remember that. Kiki as Miss Hilton. I think Lynn is perfect for Miss Love. He was. I've never thought about, that as a strategy. I think, Bruce is brilliant because Nichols he just almost went into the back, to the back of your mind. Your focus, of course, Thug, because you keep hearing he's this rapper, and baby, Brian Steele will never let you forget. that Thug has traveled the world. He's put his friends on private jets. He has done, in my opinion, a great job of trying to show Thug too damn busy to be out here dealing with street stuff. He's too busy. He has too much going on. He's more concerned with putting his friends on, giving them opportunities. Bron still has done a great job doing that. He has done a great job doing that. He was still in the back. His seat didn't change. Hold on. And I love that. Jay, you better say it. Bron Still is gonna let you know. When he does his poetry, he doesn't even call it rap. He calls it poetry. You know what, DeCarlos? You have a perfect name because that was petty. Y'all want Jennifer Lewis to be Grey Goose Granny. Oh, she said Morris Chestnut for Mr. Matthews. I feel like we need somebody. Oh, but Morris is fine though. Who gonna be? Treve can play herself, baby. Treve need to play herself. Jim Carrey for Sprinkle is hilarious. Woody needs to play Woody. Yep. Tyrese to play Woody. Y'all, we got a whole cast. Tell 50 Cent sign us up. What about Kokomo? Kokomo gonna want to play himself, y'all. I be seeing Kokomo online, y'all. I told y'all I be seeing him online. He know y'all be talking about him, baby. Miss Netta can play Gaither. Get out the live right now. Get out the live. Man, I know Gaither hate to see a YSL chant coming because y'all play too much Big Sexy for Big. Oh! Baby, I know these people hate Barchi. I know they hate to see a chat coming because what? They done went too far with Miss Netta. 8 ball for Gaither. The Carlos. Lance too old to be Kokomo. Luke James. What about Luke James? Luke James looks younger than Lance to me. Grip Baby Hilton. Jay, get out the chat. Cause Grip Baby. Who gonna play Dennis? I say Samuel Jackson. Oh my God. Samuel Jackson. You know what? Oh, who gonna play 27 piece? What's her name? Hold up, y'all. I can't think of her name right now. She hold up. Now you know what, D'Angelo, you done went too far. You went too far. Steve Harvey could play Detective Dennis. Running from Raising Canaan can be Dennis. Oh, I could see that. Well, whoever played Lion Mariah, we not gonna see him, so it really doesn't matter who plays Mariah. We don't even see Mariah. But I would love I can't wait for his new trial because I would really love to see how it goes because that's another case that I'm just not Brian Gard for being still. Sheila, now Orlando can be Tick. Oh, this can be good, especially after his BMF appearance. Y'all know who could be Judge Glenville? Y'all remember the actor who they tried to clown because he was working at Lowe's? He was Denise's, was it Denise's husband on the Cosby's? He could be Judge Glenville. Who gonna be the YSL court reporter? No, Toy. We don't, you didn't miss anything. Who's gonna play Miss Sylvia? Oh, that's a good question. Oh, that's a good question. Who gonna play Miss Sylvia? Guess somebody on Twitter posted Lil Rod picture and said, Shay, if you in here, she said, Lil Rod got a young lady. That's so cute. He looks so innocent. Why she say a young lady? Okay, y'all, let's see. Why y'all saying here we go? Court back? Hold up. It ain't moving. Hold up. Okay, let me get online crime. Okay, let's get online crime, people. Hold on, y'all. I'm pulling it up. Okay, Law & Crime is live. Hey, my people. I know y'all ain't say McGill for Sylvia. What? Baby, y'all doing too much in this chat. Okay. Now they in the Law & Crime. Okay, so I'm popping. All right, let me switch screens, y'all. All right. I hope Paige don't open this Mr. Lewis. I sure hope Paige don't open this chat up like open court up like she opened it yesterday. Listen, I hope they not about to open this up. Because yesterday, baby Paige started court on some mess. Davia, we really are almost at the end. This is good, though. This is good. This is good. The seal been up for a good minute now. Candy. Oh, damn. Y'all, have y'all noticed we haven't seen that? We haven't had much court, but I haven't seen Attorney Brown. I haven't seen him in court. What about Loretta Devine as Miss Sylvia? Oh, that'll be good. I can see Loretta Devine as Miss Sylvia. Like, I could see her doing the lives. I could see that. Shawty Red, we've been over here for 2 hours. I put it on TikTok. Hold up, let me see. He's somewhere object. Brittany, I do not know because Doug Weinstein said they're still waiting on her to rule on their mistrial. So let me see who Cassie Davis is. I probably just can't remember who that is. Let's see. Cassie Davis or Loretta Devine. I can see both of them as Miss Sylvia. Will Ferrell is Eck. Y'all, it's people in the courtroom. So people she still hasn't ruled on the mistrial. Yeah, Shawty Red, I put it on TikTok. Jada, they need to have me the casting director because listen, I got things I need them to say. For Bruce Harvey's person, I need them to say it's too damn, what he say? It's too damn late. I need somebody to say that. Miss Hilton, I need to know, can they stutter and lean when they talk? Okay? Can you stutter? And I need them to say believely. I got to see how they say believely before I make the decision. I'm going to need to know that. I need to know, can they say Bleveland? Miss Hilton, shit, I'm gonna need them to read the transcript from the ex parte to my liking. Y'all remember Woody said, talk to me like you talk. What did he say? You be trying to act hood or something? Child, I'm gonna need her to show me her hood voice. I got things I'm gonna need to hear, y'all. Quinta for Miss D. Williams. Oh, y'all know who could play Miss D. Williams. No. Quinta's voice is kind of low. I was thinking about the girl who played, oh my God, what was her name from Insecure? Oh my God, it's on the tip. Oh God. The friend who was always into it, Easter brother. Jill Scott D. Oh, soft voice. I actually like Jill Scott D. Williams. I like that. Lizzo, Kelly, yes, Rakisha, Kelly. Because I want to see her say, this is a circus. That's what I want to see them say. Sexy Red for Mariah is insane, Kayla. That is insane. We put Jennifer Williams for Miss Love, right? This is a big budget movie. No Tubi for us, okay? Mel, who going to play you in the TikTok POV? Me? I look like me. I sound like me. I'm my same age. Me? Tell them, let me audition. Me? Who can play me better than me? Yes, this is a big budget movie, y'all. They bringing out everybody. They gonna bring out everybody. They said, let's borrow Barchi for Jack. It's Jack Glanville dog name. Let me tell you something about this dog. She is not good around other people. She will bark. This dog, I don't take her to dog parks because she is embarrassing. She is annoying. No. She can't play Jack. They said Lala need a role. You know, she in every show. She can be one of them police officers that came up there. Hold up. They said Ralph Angel from Queen Sugar can play Kokomo. Oh, I see that. I see that. I see it. Drewski. Oh, are they about to start? Hold up, y'all. Let me see why my stream acting like this. Drewski is insane. I'm gonna leave it alone. It might be about to start. Who's gonna play Gate? The Queen Latifah? We can't do the Queen like that. I'm wondering if they're about to start because they came on. We can't do that. Oh, no. Drewski for Glenville. Bella, please stop. Glenn Close. Let me look up Glenn Close. Oh, I can see Glenn Close as Paige. Put a brown wig on, and there we go. Oh, yes, this is a good one, Shay Shay. The Brack. Oh, do y'all remember the lady from The Shy? She's a rapper. Oh my God, I met her and everything at a pool party. Dre from The Shy. She can play Miss 27 piece. Y'all know they put on a 27 piece when she was in Power Force. Yes, baby, she could play that. Y'all know Judge Joe Brown from Memphis. Period, Judge Joe. Judge Joe would be perfect for Glenville. Manny Fresh. Oh, y'all doing a whole lot. Sandra Bullock for Paige would be good. I could see that. No, I'm telling you, Drake could be Miss 27 piece. Manny Fresh for Gaither. Oh my God. Y'all, Woody gonna play himself. Hold on, y'all. Nobody can play Woody like Woody. Hold up. Y'all, but here's the thing that I think we're missing. Where are we gonna get all this money to cast all these people? Baby, 50 Cent and Tyler Perry gonna have to have a joint effort. Lala needs, y'all, Summer is young. Summer does not look like a 40-year-old woman. I think Lala needs to play. I mean, not Lala needs to play one of them officers, y'all. She probably can play Miss V. We haven't seen Miss V yet, but she can probably play Miss V. Or Funny. She could play Funny. They kind of the same complexion. Listen, we gonna need the funds, y'all. How we gonna get all this money? Young Miami can play Summer. I can see that. Summer was really quiet on the stand, real soft-spoken. She had a quick role. I don't know if I want to see Young Miami in a real extended role, so a quick role, that'll be good. Tia can play Woody. You know what? Diamond. I really want to see. Lala is not a bad actress. I would like to see her or Regina Hall as Funny. Yes. Oh, I can see that, Olivia. Eva Marcel can play Love. Oh, I like that. Summer, Little Mama, Journeys. Oh, I like that key. Drewski for BBL Brown, Shaniqua, goodbye. Miss Fabulous J said they could cut all those officers out. Well, I don't know, Miss Fabulous J, because Not So Jolly Santa, oh, he needs a role. He needs a role. Grey Goose Granny, she needs a role. Her testimony, her Miss Love. I don't know why Miss Love walked her down. Oh, what do you like to drink? I'm like, what is going on here? Who gonna be Afton Weinstein? Oh, that's a good one. Goodbye, Shaniqua. Oh, Lorenz Tate could be an officer. Lorenz Tate could be one of those actors, honestly. Now, Frederica. Yeah, Frederica said, who gonna be Big A? Samuel Jackson could be Big A. I could see Samuel Jackson being Big A. Are we gonna make Samuel Jackson sing that song like Big A was singing to Miss Love? I could see Samuel being Big A. I could see that. Lila Rashawn for Funny. Y'all, when I seen Big A singing to that song, y'all, I said that Miss Love gonna come get you. You keep playing with her. Oh, y'all, that song was. Oh, Big A is Quindara Zachary's father. Is Taraji playing Miss Westmoreland? I like how y'all asking like this is really a script. She said, is Taraji playing Miss Westmoreland? Did we put Taraji on Westmoreland? We could. They sassy. We could. Brandy can play Hilton. I don't like that one. Woody Lee gonna play himself. Oh, DC Young Fly is Woody. Black China for Trivia. Gaitha is the brat. Y'all, I'm so done in this chat. Who gonna be Yak? Jonathan off Bad Boys for Gaitha. Y'all, we're gonna need 100 million for this cast that we have just assembled. We need 100 million. Let me see if I see something, because we see this is on. Okay, let me see. Let's see if we got anything shaking on Twitter. So we may not get anything from Thug today. So someone on Twitter said, I just left the courthouse and there were a ton of people who looked like family headed to the courtroom. So maybe more than Huey and Lil Rod are pleading today. Hey, Brittany. So I guess we shouldn't lose hope, y'all. Proctor is still. Come on now. I like that L. Leisha said I will play a jury if they need me. They're going to need you. She needs to be a mother then, Mikhail. She needs to be a mother. They said Ray J for Lil Rod. I can see it. I can see that. Okay, y'all, let's see. Bart, you don't have to sit down. Okay, y'all, let me see. Okay, let's see. Okay, y'all, I'm looking. Somebody needs to play Maurice. Y'all, Maurice be on Twitter. So funny to me. Let's see. Okay. I don't see nothing new, y'all. I don't see anything new. Oh. Now, why Maurice playing with us? You know Paige don't want you recording when she's not on the bench. Okay, y'all.
Superior Court for the county is now in session. Judge Paige Reese Whitaker presiding. Court come to order.
Good afternoon. So I understand we have a few pleas to be tendered. And are we going to do them at the same time or separately? All right. Are you ready, Ms. Vossi?
Yes, Your
All right. And who's handling this for the state?
Your Honor, it'll be Simone Hilton for the state.
All right. Thank you. All right, Mr. Ryan. Yeah, come up to the podium and then Sergeant Ingram, can you swear Mr. Ryan in?
Doug is in court. He wasn't there yesterday. But he
Swear first testimony given in the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth. State your name and your might spell first and last.
Rodalius Ryan, Rodalius Ryan, Ryan.
Atlanta.
And Mr. Ryan, are you the same person referred to as Rodalius Ryan on indictment number 22 SC 183572?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you at this time under the influence of any alcohol, drugs, or medicine?
No, ma'am.
How old are you?
Currently 20 years old.
And how far did you go in school?
12th grade.
Are you able to read, write, and understand the English language?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that you are charged in this indictment with count 1, conspiracy to violate the Racketeer, Influence, and Corrupt Organization Act, which carries a sentence of 5 to 20 years?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that you have the right to plead either guilty or not guilty to these charges?
Yes, ma'am.
And if you plead not guilty or remain silent, you may receive a jury trial.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you had an opportunity to go over this plea of guilty and waiver rights form with your attorney?
Fuck, I'm sorry. I gotta go to the other one, y'all. My bad, y'all. Let me get Atlanta News. Yeah, my bad, y'all. This one is time. I'm sorry.
I'm very excited to be a part of the.
Let me get the other one up, y'all.
Can you repeat that for me?
Sure. Do you waive any and all defects in the indictment?
Yes.
And have you been arrested on these charges, specifically count 1, the conspiracy to violate the Racketeer, Influence, and Corrupt Organizations Act?
Y'all
He
finna
was
switch
already in
y'all.
custody. Was not
Okay.
taken
No,
into
no
custody
more
for these
commercials.
charges. However, he was booked for the charges in the Fulton County Jail.
And he was served with the arrest warrant.
I switched to let him
Yes.
loose first.
Has Ms. Abbasi advised you of the minimum and maximum sentence for the charge that you are pleading to?
Yes, ma'am.
Y'all, we back. Sorry, y'all.
Do you understand this is a negotiated plea of guilty, which means that the state will recommend to the court a sentence of 10 years to serve, commuted to the time you have served in this case? Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand that this sentence should run concurrently with the sentence that you are already serving for 19 SC 168236? Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that the court does not have to accept this recommendation?
Yes, ma'am.
And the court can sentence you to the maximum on this charge?
I understand.
10 years better than life. He got the count one,
Do you
y'all.
understand this plea may be used to enhance sentencing on other convictions in this jurisdiction as well as in other jurisdictions, including the federal courts?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand if you are not in the United
One
States?
moment. Please repeat the question. Do you understand that the conviction
sentence? That one, the one on enhancing sentence.
Yes, I just needed to explain a bit more what that means.
Do you understand that this plea may be used to enhance sentencing on other convictions in this jurisdiction as well as in other jurisdictions, including the federal courts?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that if you are not a United States citizen, a guilty plea conviction will affect your immigration status and will result in deportation, just like a conviction at a trial would, and that this is true regardless of any advice by your attorney or anyone else?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that there may be other adverse or unfavorable consequences as a result of this guilty plea conviction, just as there would be from a conviction following a trial? For example, your guilty plea may affect your right to vote, your right to hold public office, your right to serve on a jury, your right to hold a passport, your right to receive, possess, and transport a firearm, or the ability to obtain employment. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that by pleading guilty to a felony, if you use, receive, possess, or transport a firearm, or use a firearm in a crime, you will be guilty of a felony, which may carry a sentence of 1 to 15 years?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that you waive any and all defenses, including any mental health defenses, by entering a plea of guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand if you went to trial, you have the right to a trial by jury, the right to see, hear, and confront witnesses called to testify against you, and the right to testify to remain silent and not incriminate yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that by pleading guilty, you are giving up the following rights? And after I say each right, I'll ask you to respond, okay? The right to trial by jury,
Yes.
the right to remain silent and not incriminate yourself,
Yes.
the right to confront witnesses against you,
Yes.
the right to assistive counsel hired by you or to court-appointed counsel if you cannot afford an attorney at the trial of your case,
Yes.
the right to the presumption of innocence,
Yes.
the right to testify on your own behalf and to present other evidence,
Yes, ma'am.
the right to subpoena witnesses and compel the production of evidence,
Yes, ma'am.
the right to have the charge against you proved beyond a reasonable doubt,
Yes.
and the right to appeal if convicted of these charges after trial.
Yes.
Has anyone forced, threatened, or promised
Yep.
you anything to get you to enter?
No, ma'am.
With respect to indictment 22 SC 183572, how do you plead to count 1, conspiracy to violate the Racketeer Influence and Corrupt Organizations Act?
Guilty.
Is this guilty plea freely and voluntarily given with a full knowledge of the charges against you?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that you may have only a limited right to appeal this guilty plea conviction?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that you have 4 years from today's date to filed a habeas corpus petition challenging the voluntariness and constitutionality of this guilty plea.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you also understand that you have 30 days in which to appeal your conviction based on your plea today?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you also understand that you have until the end of this term of court to file a motion seeking to withdraw your guilty plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, if this case were to proceed and continue with trial, Your Honor, evidence has shown and will further show that Mr. Ryan conspired with others to participate in the Young Slime Life gang through a pattern of racketeering activity, and multiple defendants and unindicted co-conspirators have committed overt acts to further this conspiracy, including drug sales, aggravated assault, and murder, also including social media posts asserting their violent nature and dominance of Young Slime Life, aka YSL. Your Honor, the court has been present for evidence regarding the February 23rd, 2019 homicide of Mr. Jamari Holmes, in which Mr. Ryan and YSL co-conspirator, Damon Blaylock, lured both Jamari Holmes, Bernard Mitchell, and Rodney Wooten to an apartment at 50 Mount Zion Road, which is in the Cleveland Avenue area. The evidence came out that during the course of that incident, that Mr. Ryan, along with Mr. Blaylock, emerged from the apartment complex, shooting at the vehicle which Mr. Holmes, Mr. Wooten, and Mr. Mitchell were in, shooting Mr. Holmes in the head. After this incident, a few hours later, Mr. Ryan is seen posting on social media, on a public social media post, saying that YSL makes the news. Right, there has been other social media posts in which Mr. Ryan has promoted or enhanced the reputation of YSL. Your Honor, the state intended to show further evidence that once Mr. Ryan was convicted of the homicide of Mr. Holmes while in prison, he continued to enhance the reputation, power, and territory of YSL. Specifically, when YSL co-conspirator and co-defendant Christian Eppinger was given a bond for shooting at an Atlanta police officer, Mr. Ryan, while on a contraband phone in prison, posted on his social media accounts, he flashed a YSL sign and stated, "We're coming to get you. YSL shit, free my N-word brisk, F the DA, the gangway, we catching fines on this shit." Your Honor, this is the evidence that the state would have intended to show if we would continue the trial. Given the current status, Your Honor, we've made an offer to Mr. Ryan for this commuted to time served offers my concurrent with his current conviction, Your Honor. And I can approach the documents.
You may.
So if he gets off on with his appeal, he's gonna be going home soon. They gave him 10 years. He's been in jail 5. They run concurrent.
And I wanted to just add one thing to the information about the different methods you have to file things after this plea. And that is that Misty Williams and Miss Abbasi will represent you until either the end of this term of court or 30 days, whichever's later. And so they would be the ones to talk to about filing those things, unless either of them is permitted to withdraw before that time. They would be the ones to file those for you. Okay. No. All right, Miss Abbasi, is there anything that the defense wants to add to the record?
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, I have had the honor really of representing Mr. Ryan along with Misty Williams, who I'm quite disappointed she could not be here today for an important day. This trial has been exhausting for everybody, and that certainly includes Mr. Ryan, who has been going through the court system since he was 15 years old. We categorically and adamantly deny that YSL is the criminal, dangerous street gang, which it's been made out to be through this trial. We're actually quite happy with the record, which was established during the presentation of the state's evidence of the alleged murder of Mr. Jamari Holmes. This plea today, Mr. Ryan is making a decision which is going to be the best for his future, what future he has, because he's already serving a life sentence. Were he to be convicted and sentenced to additional time, he would remain in custody. As I stated, we think the record established will strongly support his appeal, and hopefully, when his conviction is overturned, we don't want him sitting in prison for something else. Certainly not for actions he took when he was younger and actions he took which are largely a product of how he grew up. As I stated, Your Honor, Mr. Ryan was 15 years old at the time of the Jamari Holmes murder. You've seen through the text messages, he was out at all different hours, doing all different things, which I don't think anyone would want their 15-year-old to be out doing. And so that is where he was. And so he did adopt the people who were around him, the people who could support him, the people in his neighborhood who grouped themselves, calling themselves YSL. Mr. Ryan at no point was trying to advance a criminal street gang and their interests. He was trying to protect himself, being a young person, largely on his own, and this is where he's ended up. I would like to say that there's been some sort of rehabilitative function here since he was sentenced to prison. It doesn't appear that that has happened. As you've heard, some of his additional cases are within the prison system. It would be wonderful if some of the money spent on a case like this could possibly be invested in the future.
Use your time.
Like Mr. Ryan, who go into custody at such a young age and who really then are not given the resources to make the changes that they really would like to make to have a productive future. With all of that said, I think Mr. Ryan has grown up a lot during this trial. He doesn't want to sit through this anymore. He doesn't want to ever be back in a courtroom ever again, Your Honor. He's heard about all sorts of incidents, which the 2015 crimes, he was 11 years old. Mr. Ryan's most sincere wish is to move on with his life, to put this behind him. And we thank the court for the opportunity to resolve the case in this way and not drag it out any further than it has been. He just would like to thank the court, Judge.
All right, thank you. And Mr. Ryan, I just want to make sure that you understand that this is ultimately, the decision is yours to make, not your attorneys. And I appreciate that both Ms. Abbasi and Misty Williams have been available in giving you legal advice and guidance, but it's ultimately your decision. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And do you, in fact, want to plead guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And you've had enough time to think about it and to discuss it with your attorneys?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And Ms. Abbasi, have you and or Mr. Williams talked to Mr. Ryan about the benefits and drawbacks of all of his different options?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. All right. I find that there is a factual basis for the guilty plea to count one, the conspiracy to violate the RICO Act. Whatever the difference of opinion may be with regard to what YSL is or isn't, and what Mr. Ryan may or may not have intended, there is a factual basis that exists from the record as it already is in this case to support the necessary elements of the conspiracy to violate the RICO Act. And I have heard many of the alleged overt acts and the conspiracy evidence to advance the enterprise through a pattern of racketeering activity and to control personal property and money. And I find that the factual basis for that exists. And I am going to accept Mr. Ryan's guilty plea. I find it to be freely, knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily entered with an understanding of the consequences of this plea. And I'm going to sentence in accord with the recommendation that both of the state and the defense have worked hard to negotiate here, which is a sentence of 10 years commuted to time served and to be run concurrently with the sentence that Mr. Ryan is currently serving. And certainly within the court's consideration is the knowledge that Mr. Ryan is at this time serving a life sentence for the murder of Mr. Holmes. And while I understand that that is on appeal right now, you know, those are the facts as they exist right now.
Right now, right.
So that is the sentence of this court. Mr. Ryan, at 20 years old, you have most of your life ahead of you, and I don't know what it is going to hold with regard to your appeal or anything after that. But whether it is more years in custody or whether at some point in time you see the light of day to the outside world again, which is very likely considering your age, as long as you behave yourself while you're incarcerated and do not continue to either commit crimes in prison or violate any of the prison rules. If you can be on the straight and narrow, then somebody your age, after serving some amount of time, is probably going to be considered favorably for parole. And you just have to keep that in mind, that you need to be looking out for sort of the long run and not playing the short game, but playing the long game so that you have a future in front of you still. So that is your sentence, and I wish you luck, and I wish that with further maturity, much like Ms. Abbasi has said that you have already exhibited throughout the course of this trial, that you are able to make better decisions and steer your life in a better direction. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, baby, I hope he his life.
Mr. Matthews, are y'all ready? All right.
I hope he get his life together.
You may.
He definitely needs therapy.
Yes. And I'm going to go ahead and, where's Mr. Lester? Give you these documents. And then this
Well, we knew Huey and Lil Rod. Now, who coming up after Huey? We don't know, y'all. Could
All
it
right,
be
so
my
we already have
friend?
the signed copy of the indictment. Mr. Huey and Mr. Ryan have both signed, so I have that already. Yes.
Okay, yeah. I want to see what time Huey about to get, child. Could it be SB? I don't know, y'all. Them the only two dressed up. Okay. He needed this. I want to see what time they're gonna give him.
All right, and Sergeant, if you can swear in Mr. Huey.
It's a lot, y'all.
Yes. Marquavius Huey.
Your Honor, we have just received the redacted document here, so if I can have an opportunity just to execute the
Absolutely.
document. Thank you.
They say y'all think it's only Hugh and Rod, but she said few, y'all. Now, Booty, you know that they never mind, Booty. I know what you're talking about. It's both of them, baby. Don't just give me one, girl. It's both of them. Oh, Stephanie, child. Yeah, the Thug got on a sweat jacket. Shannon got on a nice little suit jacket back there.
And Mr. Matthews, just so that the record is clear, I know that y'all are just now signing the, I guess it's still a, 5-page document. This is not the first time you're seeing the most of what's in that document, correct?
Absolutely
this is
not.
right.
We've seen
So
this.
there were a couple of items removed from the sentencing acknowledgments at your request. Is that right?
That is correct.
Okay. And otherwise, other than that section 4, everything has essentially stayed the same with regard to the rest of the document. Is that correct?
That is also correct.
All right. And you and Mr. Matthews and Mr. Huey were aware of the changes that were getting made?
Yes.
All right. Do y'all need any additional time to look over the refreshed document?
We do not.
All right.
I've reviewed it and we are ready to
All
proceed.
right. Sounds good.
Doug rolling his eyes.
Okay, I have it.
Oh yeah, winking at somebody.
No, that's all right. It's essentially the same.
Shay, I heard he was getting married.
Okay,
girl.
thank you. So you've got the waiver of rights and this separate kind of list of the charges and the sentences. Okay. And the indictment is with Ms. Rosser. I'm ready whenever.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear that the evidence you shall give in the matter applicable before the court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Please put your hands down.
I think he already got sworn, so you're double sworn at this point.
Please state your true and correct legal name.
Marquavius Huey, MARQUAVIUS, HUEY.
And are you the same Marquavius Huey on indictment 22 SC 183572?
Yes.
Are you at this time taking or under the influence of any alcohol, drugs, or medicine?
No.
How old are you?
28.
And how far did you go in school?
12th grade high school diploma.
Okay.
Are you able to read, write, and understand the English language?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that you were in this indictment charged with count 1, conspiracy to violate the Racketeer Influence and Corrupt Organizations Act, which carried a sentence of 5 to 20 years?
Yes.
Count 3, you were initially charged with armed robbery, which carried a sentence of 10 to 20 years or life.
Yes.
You were charged with count 4 and 5 of this indictment, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, which each carry a sentence of 1 to 20 years.
Yes.
You were charged with count 6 and count 7 in this indictment, which you charged on possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony.
Yes.
And that carries a sentence of 5 years to serve consecutive to any other count in the indictment.
Yes.
You were also charged with armed robbery in counts 14 and 15.
Yes.
Also charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon for count 16 and 17.
Yes.
You were charged with hijacking a motor vehicle in the first degree.
Yes.
You were initially charged with possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony.
Yes.
Counts 19 and 20.
Damn.
You were charged with 4 counts of participation in criminal street gang activity, which were counts 21, 22, 23, and 46.
Yes.
And you were charged with possession of a weapon by an incarcerated individual, which was count 44, and possession of a telecommunication device by an incarcerated individual, which was count 45. You understand that those were your initial charges in this indictment?
Yes.
Do you understand that you have the right to plead either guilty or not guilty to these charges?
Yes.
And if you plead not guilty or remain silent, you may receive a jury trial.
Yes.
Have you had an opportunity to go over this waiver of rights form with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
And is this your signature on this document on page 4 of this document?
Yes.
Have you had enough time to speak with your attorneys, Carrington Matthews Sr. and Carrington Matthews Jr., about all the facts and circumstances known to you regarding the charge in this indictment, including any potential defenses?
Yes.
Do you need any more time to discuss this matter with your attorney?
Nope.
Are you satisfied with their counsel and representation?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you waive formal reading of the indictment?
Yes.
Do you waive any defects, if any, with respect to the indictment?
Yes.
Is it your understanding, have you been arrested on all of the charges contained within this indictment?
Yes.
And Mr. Matthews Jr., are you aware of any other outstanding warrants for these charges?
We are not aware of any.
Have your attorneys advised you of the minimum and maximum sentence for each charge that you are pleading to?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that this is a negotiated plea of guilty, which means that the state will recommend to the court the following sentence?
Yes.
Let me tell you the sentence first.
Oh.
As to count 1, which is conspiracy to violate the Racketeer Influence and Corrupt Organizations Act, the state's recommendation is 20 years to serve 9 years in custody, the balance of 11 years on probation. As to count 3, armed robbery, based on the negotiations, the state will reduce the armed robbery to robbery and offer a sentence of 20 years to serve 9 years in custody, concurrent with count 1, the balance of 11 years on probation.
18 years.
As to count 4, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, the state will recommend 20 years to serve 9 years in custody, concurrent with counts 1 and count 3, balance of 11 years on probation. As to count 5, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, the state agrees to null pros or dismiss that count. As to count 6, possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, the state's recommendation is 5 years to serve, consecutive to counts 1, 3,
Oh, okay.
4, 14, 15, and 44 to be suspended. As to count 7,
9 years.
possession of firearms during the commission of a felony, the state will null pros or dismiss that count.
Got it, y'all.
As to count 14, which is armed robbery, will reduce that to robbery, 20 years to serve 9 years in custody, concurrent with counts 1, 3, and 4, balance of 11 years on probation. Count 15, armed robbery, reduced to robbery, 20 years to serve 9 years in custody, concurrent with counts 1, 3, 4, and 14, balance of 11 years on probation. Count 16 will be null pros or dismissed. Count 17, that count will merge with count 15. Count 18 will be null pros or dismissed by the state. Count 19, possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, will be 5 years to serve, 5 years to serve consecutive to counts 1, 3, 4, 14, 15, 17, and 44, but concurrent with count 6, and that will be suspended. Count 20 will be null pros or dismissed by the state.
Child, they could have done this.
21 will be 5 years to serve, concurrent with counts 1, 3, 4, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, and 44. Count 22 will be null pros or dismissed by the state, as well as count 23 will be null pros or dismissed by the state. Count 44, possession of a weapon by an incarcerated individual, will be 5 years to serve, concurrent with counts 1, 3, 4, 14, 15, and 17. And counts 45 and 46 will be null pros or dismissed by the state. Do you understand that that's the state's recommendation?
Yes.
Do you understand that the total sentence is 25 years to serve 9 years in custody with a balance of 14 years? 9 of those 14 years will be served on probation and 5 years will be suspended. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Wow.
Do you understand that the court does not have to accept that recommendation?
Yes.
And the court can sentence you to the maximum of each charge and can run those charges consecutively, one after the other.
Yes.
Wow.
This plea may be used to enhance sentencing on other convictions in this jurisdiction, as well as in other jurisdictions, including the federal courts.
Yes.
Do you understand if you are currently on probation or parole, your probation or parole may be revoked based on your entering a guilty plea today?
Yes.
Do you understand if you are placed on probation of any kind, you cannot violate any criminal laws of any governmental unit or any special conditions without being subject to revocation for the balance of the sentence?
Yes.
And do you understand that there were several special conditions of probation that you must adhere to, which are contained within this documentation?
Yes.
And have you had an opportunity to go over each of these special conditions with your attorneys?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you also go over with your attorneys your sentencing acknowledgments regarding this plea agreement?
Yes.
And is this also your signature on this documentation with your attorney going over each of the sentencing, each of the special conditions of probation?
Yes.
And did you fully understand the special conditions of probation?
Yes, ma'am.
And they said justice. This is crazy. They never had a case to begin with. Do y'all hear these deals and the charges?
Ms. Hilton, can you pass that document up to the court, please?
So he got basically 9 years. Again, time served. He'll be out in 5 or 6.
Did you want to review before I continue?
No, that's fine. Go ahead.
Do you understand that you are not allowed to possess or use a firearm while on probation?
Yes.
Do you understand that you are not a United States citizen? A guilty plea conviction will affect your immigration status and will result in deportation, just like a conviction at a trial would, and that this is true regardless of any advice by your attorney or anyone else.
Yes.
Do you understand that neither the court, your attorney, nor the district attorney's office has anything to do with parole, the Department of Corrections, or the Board of Pardons and Paroles, and no one can guarantee parole no matter what anyone has told you?
Yes.
Do you understand that there may be other adverse or unfavorable consequences as a result of this guilty plea conviction, just as there would be from a conviction following a trial? For example, your guilty plea may affect your right to vote, your right to hold public office, your right to serve on a jury, your right to obtain a passport, your right to receive, possess, or transport a firearm, or the ability to obtain employment. Do you understand?
Yes.
Do you understand that by pleading guilty to a felony, if you use, receive, possess, or transport a firearm, or use a firearm in a crime, you will be guilty of a felony, which may carry a sentence of 1 to 15 years in prison?
Yes.
Do you understand that you waive any and all defenses, including any mental health defenses, by entering a plea of guilty?
Yes.
Do you understand that if you went to trial, you have the right to a trial by jury, the right to see, hear, and confront witnesses called to testify against you, and the right to testify to remain silent and not incriminate yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up the following rights? And after each right, I'll ask you to respond. The right to trial by jury,
Yes.
the right to remain silent and not incriminate yourself,
Yes.
the right to confront witnesses against you,
Yes.
the right to assistive counsel hired by you or to court-appointed counsel if you cannot afford an attorney at the trial of your case,
Yes.
the right to presumption of innocence,
Yes.
the right to testify on your own behalf and to present other evidence,
Yes.
the right to subpoena witnesses and compel the production of evidence,
Yes.
the right to have the charge against you proved beyond a reasonable doubt,
Yes.
and the right to appeal if convicted of these charges after a trial.
Yes, ma'am.
Has anyone forced, threatened, or promised you anything to get you to enter a guilty plea?
No.
With respect to indictment 22 SC 183572, how do you plead to the charges in that indictment?
I plead guilty.
Is this guilty plea freely and voluntarily given with a full knowledge of charges against you?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that you may have only a limited right to appeal this guilty plea conviction?
Yes.
Do you understand you have 4 years from today's date to file a habeas corpus petition challenging the voluntariness and constitutionality of this guilty plea?
Yes.
Do you understand that you have 30 days in which to appeal your conviction based on your plea today?
Yes.
And do you understand that you have until the end of this term of court to file a motion seeking to withdraw your guilty plea?
Yes.
Your Honor, if this case were to go to trial, the state will expect, or if we were to continue this trial, the state would expect to show, or evidence has shown and will show, that Mr. Huey conspired with others to participate in YSL through a pattern of racketeering activity and multiple defendants, as well as unindicted co-conspirators, have committed overt acts to further this conspiracy, to include drug sales, aggravated assault, and murder. Also, it includes posting on social media, asserting the violent nature of and the dominance of Young Slime Life, aka YSL. Specifically, Mr. Huey himself participated in 2 robberies. He posted on social media and he engaged in text messages with his fellow co-conspirators. On April 26, 2019, Mr. Huey, along with another individual, armed robber Mr. Dewan Maynard, at an apartment complex located on Masargo Drive in the Buckhead neighborhood in Atlanta, Georgia, Fulton County. He robbed Mr. Maynard at gunpoint and pistol whipped him. Mr. Huey was wearing a very distinctive yellow jacket. He stole a ring, a necklace, a luxury wallet, and other items. He then fled the scene in a black Mustang. Portions of this robbery, Your Honor, were caught on surveillance video. After the robbery, Mr. Huey was seen on his social media account with the ring and necklace that was identical to the items that were stolen from Mr. Maynard. Additionally, on Instagram and on social media, there were several pictures of Mr. Huey photographed next to a black Mustang. There were several pictures. Lastly, there were pictures of Mr. Huey on his social media wearing the same distinctive yellow jacket that was seen on the surveillance video. Based on that evidence, Your Honor, arrest warrants were issued for Mr. Huey. While on bond for the April 2019 armed robbery, Your Honor, on October 1st, 2020, Mr. Huey went to the apartments located at 250 Fulton Street, Atlanta, Georgia, Fulton County, to meet with Mr. Gary Holloman. Gary Holloman, who is now deceased, told law enforcement officers on the night that he was robbed that Mr. Huey, who he knew, asked to meet with him so that Mr. Holloman could give Mr. Huey money to put on another co-conspirator to Aquarius Mender's books or commissary at the Fulton County Jail. Aquarius Mender, who is a co-defendant and co-conspirator, is the nephew of Gary Holloman. Mr. Mender and Mr. Huey were friends or are friends. Mr. Holloman agreed to meet with Mr. Huey at the location. While at the location, Mr. Huey, along with another individual, approached Mr. Holloman. One person had an assault rifle. They took from Mr. Holloman his car and his money. They also robbed another young lady by the name of Alicia Coppage. Mr. Huey and the other unidentified individual fled the scene and left. Mr. Holloman immediately called the police. When police arrived, Mr. Holloman was able to use another cell phone to track his phone. He was able to track that phone going in the direction of I-75 South, and ultimately that phone was located on Oak Drive, which is in the Cleveland Avenue area, which is the area or territory for Young Slime Life. Also, Mr. Holloman was able to show police officers the social media pages of Mr. Huey to identify him. Initially, the police marked this case as an information, and the case was not initially investigated. However, about 1 month later, Mr. Holloman went to the police headquarters, spoke with investigators. He was able to pick Mr. Huey out of the photographic lineup.
Oh, child.
Subsequently, investigator Marissa Viverito, who was formerly with the Fulton County District Attorney's Office, found a jail call with Aquarius Mender, Mr. Mender's mother, as well as Gary Holloman discussing the robbery and Mr. Holloman discussing what occurred to him. Arrest warrants were taken out for Mr. Huey. He was initially arrested in November of 2020. During that arrest and pursuant to a search warrant, his home was searched. In that search, they found 2 rifle handguns. Also, they found items belonging to an individual by the name of Chandler Durham. During that search warrant, they seized Mr. Huey's phones and pursuant to a search warrant, did a search of those phones. Upon seeing the items from Chandler Durham, investigator Viverito checked the Atlanta Police Department database to find out if there were any police reports associated with the Chandler Durham. She found a police report from March 12, 2020. In that report, Chandler Durham reported that while he was working in the studio, his car and additional items to include a luxury bag were stolen. After finding the report, investigator Viverito went through the contents of Mr. Huey's phone, and she saw a few text messages of note. She saw a text conversation on March 12, 2020 between Jeffrey Williams and Mr. Huey. Jeffrey Williams told Mr. Huey that they needed to take that shit back. Mr. Huey denied involvement in taking the Mr. Williams then told Mr. Huey in his text message, if he doesn't take it back, he's going to die. Also found in Huey's cell phone were 2 incidents in which Mr. Huey and Mr. Williams were in conversation with each other regarding rival gang member Rashawn Bennett, aka YSL Lucci. On January 19th, 2020, Mr. Williams sent a flyer to Huey with a performance location of YSL Lucci. The text message read, "Handle that tonight, slack." Then Huey responded, "Slack." Your Honor, based on the state's understanding, slack means slime love all the time. Then on September 2nd, 2020, Mr. Huey sent a flyer to Mr. Williams with another performance location of Mr. Rashawn Bennett. Mr. Williams texted, "Flag, handle, and stay very low." Huey's response was, "Slacked, and for sure, I've been out the way. And appreciate you for everything, my brother. Never about money with me.
Brother.
I'm built on loyalty." Williams' response was, "Slack, handle that, I got you." In 2021, we were able to recover another phone from Mr. Huey after he was subsequently arrested on grand jury warrants. When we did a search warrant of that phone, there was additional communication between Mr. Williams and Mr. Huey. Mr. Huey told Mr. Williams on November 14, 2021, "You know I'm ready to handle the business and go sit down if I got to about any one of y'all on my mama." This text message followed information that was provided to investigator Riverito by Kenneth Copeland. Kenneth Copeland, during an October 2021 interview, advised investigator Riverito that he was aware of a potential plot to harm another another rival gang member, Kelvin Watts, also known as Shell Kel, at a venue, Diamonds of Atlanta on Northside Drive. Mr. Coleman advised that he was aware that Huey was to participate in this plot to harm Watts, and he attempted to tell Huey not to participate. Lastly, Your Honor, on February 18, 2022, while housed at the Fulton County Jail, along with Aquarius Mender, they were both housed in the same cell. There was a search of that dorm specifically, and inside of the cell, there was a shank and an illegal cell phone.
Now you can charge him with that.
That they shared. And based on what we know from other evidence that we have, that cell phone was used to communicate with other YSL members. Your Honor, this is the evidence that we believe would have come out had we continued with trial. Given where we are, Your Honor, and the charges, we made a decision to resolve this case with Mr. Huey for the offer that was relayed earlier, Your Honor. And I have a copy.
All right, and with regard to the offer, I just wanted to be clear that on counts 6 and 19, which are possession of a firearm during the commission of a crime, while this 5-page plea agreement document reflects that those are going to be served on probation, the intention of both parties is that those 2 counts be suspended.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay,
Yes,
and in your global sentence, it says 5 years suspended, and so I assume that that's what y'all meant by that.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Mr. Matthews.
Yes,
please.
Your Honor. Good afternoon to this honorable court, Your Honor. I'd like to begin by expressing to the court that we emphatically and categorically deny all of the recitation that's been presented by the court with respect to some of these allegations that's been laid out by the state. However, we do recognize that there are enough factual allegations in the recitation to support each and every count to which Mr. Huey is pleading this afternoon. So we do stipulate that there is enough to move forward with this plea. For those reasons, Your Honor, we are standing before this court to talk to this court about the acceptance of responsibility with respect to Mr. Marquavius Huey. Your Honor, Mr. Marquavius Huey was born in Atlanta, Georgia. He lived in the Jonesboro South community, a neighborhood project in the Atlanta community. He grew up there. He's seen a lot of things in his short 28-year life.
Mm-hmm.
His father was murdered in 2010, and he's been without a father for a number of years.
Oh, God.
He's been raised by his mother as a single parent. She has he has a number of siblings. There have been times when Mr. Huey and his mother and his family have been homeless and have lived out of a car. So he's had a very, very hard life as it relates to his upbringing. Notwithstanding that, Your Honor, he did manage to graduate from high school. Mr. Huey, Your Honor, now has 2 children. He's 28 years old. He has 2 children. He has a 5-year-old son, Your Honor. He has a 2-year-old little daughter that was born in July of 2022. He has never met or seen his daughter in person.
Oh, wow.
Until today, as she's here in this courtroom.
Wow.
He recognizes that choices puts him before this court in this case. Your Honor, we are asking this court to take into consideration that he has no prior felony convictions. I've had a very long time to get to know Mr. Huey because I've been with Mr. Huey on a regular daily basis during the week since January of 2023. I've got a chance to know him. I've got a chance to work with him on his case regularly. And he wants to, when he gets out of custody, Your Honor, he wants to do a number of things, 2 in particular. He wants to start and become affiliated with a nonprofit organization where he can be able to talk to young children, teenagers, because he was a teenager when he lost his father, and things begin to take a turn for Mr. Huey. He wants to be able to tell teenagers, young boys, young Black boys, he wants to be able to say to them, don't do what I did, and you have another way in which you can go. And he wants to be able to share his experiences in that way. I have linked Mr. Huey up with an organization called Young Generation Movement. And I've known that nonprofit organization and the founder of that organization for a long period of time. He's also present in this courtroom. And I've linked Mr. Huey up with them so that when Mr. Huey gets out of custody, he will be able to have an organization that can mentor him, that he can align himself with, where he can begin to engage himself with anti-violence nonprofit conduct and mentoring other young people. He also, in terms of being able to earn an income, because he is now, Your Honor, if this court accepts this plea, Mr. Huey will now, for the first time, be a convicted felon. He is not first offender eligible. He wants to get his commercial driver's license, Your Honor, and he wants to get a trucking company and be able to earn a living for himself, because he recognizes that it's going to be a challenge for him to be able to go out and apply for jobs and be able to get income by getting an employer to hire him. So he's going to focus and target himself to be able to fend for himself so that he can take care of his young children that he has helped to bring into this world. Your Honor, we are here before this court because it's an acceptance of responsibility. We recognize that this has been a very long, enduring trial, and we have come to a point where we have painstakingly negotiated with the state of Georgia, and we've come up with a negotiated resolution that we believe is one that is fair. We believe that is sufficient to recognize the seriousness of the charges that are before the court. And we believe it's one that will cause Mr. Huey to be able to see the light of day in a reasonable period of time. Mr. Huey has been in custody. I'd like to enter into the record, Your Honor, as Defendant's Exhibit 1 for sentencing purposes, a proof of incarceration from the Fulton County Sheriff's Office. Mr. Huey, through the computations of the various times where he was arrested on these charges and released, and from the time that he's currently been in custody to the present, he has approximately 4 years under his belt against that 9-year sentence, and that 9-year sentence is parolable. So we're going to enter that as an exhibit before the court.
All right, that'll be Defendant's Exhibit 1 to this plea hearing. And as you know, and as I'm sure you have shared with Mr. Huey, it's ultimately the Department of Corrections that calculates the time served portion of the sentence. So it'll ultimately be up to them, but I will include that as a part of my sentencing sheet as well.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you. It's been an absolute pleasure and honor to represent Mr. Marquavius Huey, along with my son, Attorney Carrington Matthews Jr., who also would like to address the court at this time, Your Honor. So we're asking this court to accept the negotiation that has been represented to the court and Mr. C.J. Matthews.
Yes, good afternoon to this honorable
Good
court.
afternoon, Mr. Matthews.
I've been gracious with this opportunity to represent and serve Mr. Huey. Mr. Huey is an honorable young man. Mr. Huey does not allow his mistakes to define him, but he is remorseful, Your Honor. He has learned, grown, and became a better man during this trial. Mr. Huey will have a release date, Your Honor. I'm confident in him that he'll be a working class citizen in society when he is released. We thank this honorable court and we respectfully ask this court to accept this plea on today.
All right, thank you, Mr. Matthews. Mr. Huey, I am sure that Mr. Matthews Sr. and Mr. Matthews Jr. have, I know that they have been working with you and negotiating with the state for over, I'm sure the entire course of this trial and proceeding, but very, very hard over the last week and a couple of days to get where we are right now. And I know that you know that given the severity and the number of charges that you were facing, that had you been convicted of all of those charges at trial, you were looking at the possibility of 3 consecutive life sentences, plus I think about 100 years after that. So the fact that the state is recommending jointly with your attorneys that your total sentence be 25 years with 9 of those to serve is, it's frankly remarkable. And something that you should not take for granted or take lightly at all. These are very serious charges. And I hear what both Mr. Matthews have said about the challenges facing you in your life, and I am sorry for the loss of your father. One would hope that to have anybody that they love taken from them in a violent way like murder might have an impact upon their lives that would lead them in the right direction, but it's not particularly surprising that sometimes that's not what happens and it goes in a worse direction instead. I hope that with your age and with having really been faced with the distinct possibility of spending the entirety of the rest of your life in prison, the fact that you are getting this opportunity is not going to be wasted. I hope that you appreciate what the Matthews have done to go out of their way to line up somebody to be looking out for you when you are released from prison. I want to ask you, just like I have asked both Mr. Nichols and Mr. Ryan, is this your decision to enter this guilty plea? Because no matter what your attorney's advice is, it's ultimately up to you whether to plead guilty or continue with the trial. So is this what you want to do?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And have you had enough time to consider all of the different scenarios and to discuss everything you wanted to with your attorneys?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. All right. I think it's very clear that this plea is to your benefit, considering the potential downside of moving forward with the continued trial. I find there to be a factual basis to this plea. I appreciate the fact that y'all have stipulated that there is a factual basis. And I find the plea to be freely, knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily entered with an understanding of the consequences, and I will accept it as such. And I will sentence in accord with the negotiated recommendation. I'm not going to read everything out again. We've thankfully got it in writing for the sentence sheet, but in accord with what was put on the record and what is reflected in this, this document. With a total sentence of 25 years to serve 9 in custody, balance of 14 years after that, 9 of those on probation and 5 suspended. And I'm going to impose the special conditions that you have already acknowledged and acknowledged that you would abide by. And, you know, somebody with a high school diploma, which is more than a whole lot of people ever achieve. So you've already achieved and proven that you can achieve good things, and who is only 28 years old, and who can really look down and already see the light of day for a release date. You need to make sure that during your time incarcerated that you don't pull any other kind of thing that you have been, you know, that you actually are pleading guilty to, at least some of, by having contraband or in any other way getting in trouble, because that's not going to bode well. I am going to recommend a transition program for you. I know that there's a lot of different job training available in our correction system, so I hope that you take advantage of that. And you know, whether it's a commercial driver's license or whether you find something else that you want to do while you're in there, be making good use of your time while you're in there and furthering yourself. And you have had a fine example next to you for the past 2 years of what somebody can do with their lives. So don't forget about that, and be the father that you need to be and that you ought to be to your very young children. They're still going to be very young when you get out. And please make sure that you abide by all your probationary conditions, because if you don't, then you're going to be back to see me. And because I recognize how much of a break you are getting right now, I'm probably not going to be as lenient if you come back before me again, because you are getting a huge opportunity to turn your life around. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So that's the sentence of the court. And I want to wish you good luck and good fortune. You can get through the next few years, and then you can have the rest of your life to do good work with.
Can you address the court?
Yes. I should have asked that. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
To hear from him, actually.
I want to thank the court and thank God. And I want to apologize to my kids, my family, and everybody who done supported me in this stressful process. I plan to do my time, come back, be a better man.
Okay.
I'm glad to hear
I'm
that.
glad to hear that too.
Thank you.
Your Honor. Thank you.
All right.
I'm glad to hear that too, Mr. Huey. Because Lord, God just saved you, buddy.
All right, let's take a recess.
Recess. Recess. Why y'all think they taking a recess? Why do y'all think they taking a recess? Could my little friend have been right? Could my little friend have been right? Could my little friend have been right, y'all? Friends say Thug coming home. Friends say Thug might be coming home today. Shannon is dressed up. Thug look like he going to go work out, so I'm not sure. Maybe he looks very annoyed. Thug might be going home, y'all. If Thug going home, we're gonna have to put some in the chat for my friend. But let me say this, because Sally is gone. What was bothering me about Sally is people's inability to read the room. First of all, if you come on this live, I'm going to tell you, we may joke about stuff, right? But not a soul was in the chat joking about the fact all them damn charges Mr. Huey got. Nobody was joking about the actual charges and what he actually did, because that was not funny. Now, let me tell you now, I was shook. I was shook when they were reading that factual basis. Okay, I was shook. I was in shock. I read some of the overt acts, but it's just something here and again. So I don't ever want you to feel like nobody was laughing at the actual charges. Calling him, I saw y'all call him swiping, no swiping. Saw y'all talking about, oh, he'll steal this, because that's what the charges read. But actually having that many charges at such a young age was not funny, right? But then guess what happened? Guess what happened and why I like this community? Right after that, we hear about this boy's upbringing. Do y'all know what it's like to grow up in the hood, okay, south side of Jonesboro, with no father? Try not to curse. Do y'all know what that's like? Do y'all know what it's like to grow up with no father figure when you're already living in an environment that takes little boys from their families? Y'all get what I'm saying? His father died. We don't know what kind of hold his daddy had on him before he died. As a person who has lost their parents, she said exactly what I feel. You're going to go one of two ways. It's going to lead you down the wrong path or the right one. He unfortunately went down the wrong path. So all of that, listen, read the room is all I'm saying. Read the room. You can have your opinion, but to try to force your opinion on other people to sway what they're feeling is just not going to happen. I don't think it was appropriate. I don't think it was the time. Also, this chat's not for everybody, right? This chat is not for everybody, and I understand that we do crack jokes, but I would hate for people to take that as us laughing at the more serious issues. Sometimes you gotta laugh to keep from crying. Did y'all not read? Y'all didn't hear them damn charges this boy got? Like, this boy, looking at the charges and hearing her read those out that's two different things. Y'all thought she wasn't gonna never damn stop. I thought she wasn't gonna never stop reading them. Like, it wasn't funny to us. So I don't want anyone to get the impression nobody laughing at the actual charges. Nobody laughing at what this boy did, because it's sad. It's sad. It definitely sounds like a kid that does not have any concern for other people's property. To allegedly rob someone you were coming to get money from for a friend, none of that is funny. And regardless of what you feel, a lot of these boys need some real therapy, and it happens in our community all the time. So yes, God looking out for this boy facing, what they say, 3 life sentences and 100 years, 9 years, and you gonna get the rest on probation, 5 suspended. Like, come on, y'all. That boy got blessed. That boy got blessed, and I hope he takes note to what God just did for him. Yes, survival. And then not only that, did y'all hear her when she talked about Lil Rod? The fact that Lil Rod was just trying to survive in his neighborhood and started claiming YSL. Y'all remember y'all was asking for an initiation process? There wasn't one. You just started claiming it and now you're YSL. Did y'all hear that? Come on, man. From high school, hold up. I went straight from high school. It went by so fast. DeCarlos, I went straight from high school to prison for 10 years. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. DeCarlos, wow. Straight from high school to prison is crazy. Lil Rod didn't even finish high school. Fake flagging. Yes, Armenia. Hey, Armenia. You hear your friend? Yeah, my uncle walking outside of there. Like, so I don't ever want y'all, and listen, 7, they wouldn't even say how many his mama had, but I knew it had to be a lot of kids. I didn't hear Lil Rod having probation time, but once Thugger Daily posted, we'll talk about it. Man, so I don't like, I don't want to hear it. I know there are real victims. Y'all heard me yesterday talking about how, damn, what's Shamel Drink's family thinking because they dismissed the murder charge, right? We understand this. This is not fake for us. We get it. We understand it. But y'all are not gonna, I'm not gonna have people trying to like go at the chat because you feel away. Yes, he did what he did. The boy is wrong, but what you need to be mad at is the state. The state gave him that deal, not us. Yeah, Barchi is over here worked up, child. Y'all, Barchi is worked up. Hold on just a second. Y'all dropped my phone. Oh, where is it? There you go. Somebody just sent me $105 and said for saving my life. What? Girl, I know who it is. It's my bestie. It's my bestie. Yeah, Barchi doing too much over here. I'm like, wait a minute. Why would she text me that? That girl is crazy. They did something wrong. But no, let me tell you something. I think when I first started watching this case, I have always said that a lot of the stuff that they're charged with, they probably did it, right? I'm sure they probably did it, right? But the problem we have always had is the state trying to bend the laws to prove that these boys are guilty. We have oh, let me put it up. I said I was gonna start doing it. I didn't even do it yesterday because we were really in deep conversation yesterday. But I've always been of that. Most of what they said they did, they've probably done. However, in the United States of America, you don't get to bend the rules to make your narrative fit. That's not how our justice system works. You don't get to do that. And so the fact that the Fulton County District Attorney's Office wanted to bend the rule. They wanted to use social media. They wanted to use all of these different social media platforms to make their case. You don't get to do that in this country. You just don't get to do that. Yes, DeCarlos, I don't think any of us are saying that these people are innocent, right? Now, some stuff, I'm not going to lie to you. I have not seen any, now I don't know. That text message that they just read, stop, Barchi. The text message they just read from Thug to Huey about Lucci was pretty damning, right? If something would have happened to Lucci, then okay, we'd say, listen, I could see that charge. But Lil Rod, Christian Eppinger, trying to say Thug made all these boys do everything, I just don't see it. I don't see it. That's right, Simply Erica. That's how our system works. You're innocent until proven guilty. You're innocent until proven guilty. Bella, at the end of Mr. Huey's, when she was reading the factual basis, she talks about Thug sending Huey a text message about Lucci. They said when Barchi started barking, that means it's true. Was he telling them they can't use that text from Thug if Huey ain't on trial, right? I'm Tracy, I honestly don't know what's going to happen. Yes, y'all, we are. We are having WTF Wednesdays. It's gonna probably be action packed tonight. But yeah, we don't know. Wait a minute. Is it 5? It's 5:00 Georgia time. Okay, but we have 2 hours. We go on at 7. Hold on. Let's see. Okay. Y'all think they said Moontoon was gonna end up serving the most time out of a lot of these people. Listen, WTF Wednesday is gonna be popping. It's no, court is not over. They told us to wait. She took a recess. Barchi, come on, please. Okay, well, you don't have to come up here. They took a recess. Hold on. Okay, well, Yates is an attorney. I'm not, so I'll take her word. I don't know. I just don't know how they're going to do all of this with half of the people now no longer on trial. But I will say that when we read Georgia's RICO, one person can be the enterprise. Hold on, Huey's going to serve most time now. Probably so. Rod got 10 years. And they're going to give him credit for time served, they said. It'll run concurrently with the life sentence that he already has. If Lil Rod beats that appeal, he'll probably be out before he's 25. Brianna, it was 290 some overt acts. They got a lot of overt acts. What will they have left? I don't know, but it was over 200 of them. Me too, Jaleisha. I wish that we're gonna have to find a way, Jaleisha. We need to do some, Jaleisha, like maybe write them or something. I want to know who that lady was sitting next to Brian Steele too. I've never seen her before, and I feel like I would have remembered if I saw her before. Yes, Lil Rod is serving a life sentence. His case is on appeal. And Danielle, I think it is very evident they never had a case by the pleas that they are handing out right now. Well, DeCarlos, he got like 10 years. He's only been in jail for 5. I think he went in when he was 15. He's 20 now. Yeah, they played Moontoon, and I hate that. They played my boy. Listen, Frederica, Moontoon said leave his lawyer alone. He said he has seen more good days than bad with his lawyer. And I said, baby, Moontoon fine. How am I going to be mad? So, hey. Lala, I'm not sure. Oh, I got what you saying, DeCarlos is saying, listen, I'll trust DeCarlos. He said he went to jail. DeCarlos said that 2 for 1, Rod will be out soon. He do 5 years on 10 years. Okay. If that's the case, if he gets that life sentence appealed, Rod will be home. Oh, I like this shawty red. Barchi, please stop. Okay, they said Georgia is 2 for 1. Barchi. Hey, shh. I think Shannon gonna get most of the time. Shannon and Nichols. The only thing Shannon has the nut murder, but I don't think they have a clear case there. They'll probably drop it. But Nichols had when they dropped his. Y'all, Barchi is terrible, y'all. When anybody walks past my door, y'all know she does that. Thug does look a little upset, but I guess we're gonna see why. What if Thug gets time served today? Hold on. Don't cut the live stream off now. Y'all, they done cut the live stream off. Let me get on Twitter. But Shannon, one of Shannon's murder charges was the Shamel drinks. And they took a break. Okay, so Kathy Rustin just said they took a break. Okay, y'all see. Okay, Kathy Rustin said they just on a break right now. Shannon wasn't wearing a tie, I don't think. 2 for 1 is good on felony, but counts towards time spent in county jail. They've had enough breaks, ISIS. I'm trying to see what's going on, but I think they done cut the stream off. Let me see if Law and Crime up. Barchi, please let it go. The stream is cut off on Law and Crime as well. They said Miss Sylvia said they done for the day. If Shannon took a plea to 3, it was 3 murder charges for Shannon Ariel. They not coming back. Okay, they are done for the day. Do y'all think they're actually helping Thug? Well, looks like they're done for the day. So I went to Law and Crime, y'all. It's not off. It's not on either. Everything is done. Okay, let me see. Let me see if I see anything before I hop off here. So we got 3 people still standing, y'all. Yeah, I think they're done for the day. I think they are done for the day. That's Thug's sister. I know it's a lot of them, so I don't know all of his sisters. Okay, y'all. They said no court. Hold on. What's today? Today is Wednesday. What y'all mean no court on Friday? They did Gunna without TV. Yes, Miss Sheila. They said, I was seeing on Twitter, someone said that Glenville went to a room and didn't tell anybody. He went, did the plea and left. Okay, y'all. Okay, y'all. They are done for the day. They are done for the day. And I do have to hop off because I've got to go take care of something today. But depending on what time I get back, I'll probably go live. Oh, we got WTF Wednesdays. Not I'll go live. I'll be on WTF Wednesdays at 7 Eastern Standard Time. It'll be on Kayla's page, but I did figure out how to stream it to my page too. So we'll be on both. I can't read the comments on mine. So just you can be on my page, but I don't know if I can see the comments. I hadn't figured that out yet. But y'all join us for WTF Wednesdays because I know we got some more to discuss about what we saw today. So we'll be at WTF Wednesdays on Kayla's page at 7. Myself, Miss Jefferson, and I'll post a reminder on my TikTok. But thank y'all so much for rocking with me today. I'm gonna go get my life together and go eat before, because it's 5 o'clock y'all time. I got less than 2 hours to go eat, do what I gotta do, and come back. So bye, y'all. I'll see y'all later.